All right,
In-game?
welcome back to Voyages. We are actually, funny enough, still in this wizards
Wizard party!
wizard
Or
party.
as I
Lizard.
named
Lizard
the
party.
or as I named the stream this time, the Sorcerous Soiree.
The Sorcerous
Oh,
Soiree.
Yeah,
And
with all my
sorceress
magic.
as in magical, not sorceress as in sorcerer's ready.
Yeah.
Ah.
Get
Is Reggie the only sorcerer here?
Probably not.
Probably.
Elemental Aegis is here.
Oh, are they?
You're so right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
It's basically just a big old party.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Big old party, but like, you have to have a wizard in the party type of party.
Not really.
Well, no. There are multiple people here who don't necessarily have parties. I feel like
They're not parties.
given everything I've heard, I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff got extended.
Extended.
Like invitations past the original ideology.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought the original was
basically,
like, I thought it came down to, hey wizards, let's meet. You can also bring your parties. So it was like wizards and party.
And then
That's what it was
became
going to be, and then
more
it
that.
changed.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
also brings up another thing. Another individual is here. A couple more individuals are here.
Whom?
Let me guess.
Some individuals you'll know. Some of your friends and families,
Oh yeah.
Yeah!
including but not limited to.
Including but not limited to.
Thinking.
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
Where's the music?
I did say. Yeah, I'm getting to that.
The little
I had to
four.
download it first.
Minto needs to sing. I need to hear his.
Are the
beautiful
little
voice.
four here, Dom?
There
Yo.
we go.
This music actually.
Are the little four here?
This is a tavern, so. Oh no, it's not.
I was about to say, we're
Yeah,
in
where's
like
the
the.
trading
It's set up
ground?
like a tavern. It's set up like a tavern.
Ah yes.
We got catering, tavern
Yeah, we
catering.
got catering.
Tavern catering.
I'd like to imagine it is like the catering that was at like
Ah.
the ball we went to. Are you okay?
I burned my tongue on the food.
You would.
It was spicy.
Blow on it.
That's what they all say.
I didn't think it was that spicy. Anyways, so
Anyways, I was saying,
um,
I imagine it's like
these
the same
cameras
catering
failing.
that was
It's
at like
fine.
the ball.
My camera. My camera.
Oh. Is your camera okay? Oh, it's okay now.
That must have froze.
You're good
Alright,
now.
so and yeah, including but not limited to. Very
My head
likely
hurts from
Jordan,
jamming so hard.
You said Jordan.
Corvinar's family, Eris's papa,
Did you say all of Inara's
Papa.
family? Jesus
and
Christ.
I said a couple of.
Oh.
Papa,
Paris's papa and mama,
Papa, and Mama.
father Nathaniel, Aladier.
Valerie's
He did
still
say
not
that-
agreeing with that.
Sylvita. Savita? I don't fucking remember what her name is.
Savita.
Savita?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like I don't remember her name anymore. I always forget her name. Which one I did.
I don't know.
Because
Sylvita.
from Arcane.
Sylvita. Anyways, Sylvita. Eris, or not Eris, sorry, Rika's aunt and uncle.
Guys.
It's a lot of conglomeration of your loved ones, essentially, and friends.
Hey guys.
Rika,
I have a
Ren was also
question.
here. So I think I said that the Fae
Rika,
lady was here.
Do you think 100 commoners could fight your uncle and win?
I hate it! I hate it! I hate it!
Respect for bringing that up, though. I what didn't cross my mind at all, but I appreciate that you said that. That was funny.
It would be so
I leave
funny
the party.
if Rika's uncle is just like, obviously 100 commoners, because they could just...
Action
What
economy.
do you mean?
No, jokes on you, Brian. Rika's uncle has class levels, therefore he actually has endurance.
That's very fair!
That's crazy.
I feel like Rita's uncle's also like 100
No, I'm
guys like,
fast.
like individually they fight me, or like 100 guys all at once, or
It don't matter to him. It's 100 commoners. She's killed 100 people at a time before.
I think, like in real life, I think my uncle would win against 100 commoners.
I think so. Now the real question is 100 commoners versus Rika.
Rika
Rika
bodies
would-
them.
Yeah.
I would also win.
Keep in mind, the commoner to hit plus is I think 0.
It's two.
Ergo. Oh,
That's
2.
two.
My apologies. Ergo. Rika's
So.
Rika's AC is. Remind me again.
23.
My AC like 23.
Okay. They have to get a nat 20 to hit her. Her armor negates crits, so they'd have to hit her 100 times.
What if they just
Yeah.
commoner cannon her?
Commoner cannon is crazy.
Railgun!
What?
Oh, baby!
Don't bring physics into my magic game.
But what if you were gonna do that with Dross, motherfucker!
I was about to say, Don literally, like, fought me for, like, an hour on Saturday about how hot of coffee fire genasies can drink.
True.
So what do you mean don't bring physics into your game?
That's not physics. That's biology. Thank you very much.
That's more. Well, it's a mix of all three.
Scott, we're gonna do something physics related in the next combat and destroy everything, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll have to calculate the mass density gradients and shit.
Oh wait.
Find out the
Get back on
momentum
track, I don't
that
know where
we
the
can
fuck I was.
catapult a pencil at someone.
Now that y'all are engaging in your various little activities, some of you are sparring with the wizards. Some of you are mingling. Some of you are sitting in a corner, likely.
Moping.
Yep.
Valerie, he's looking at you.
Yep.
Yeah, I
You know.
know! I know!
Some of you, I did believe,
I
just ended the talk with Vivian and Eris last session.
Whoa.
I believe someone else wanted to talk to her as well.
Dumb.
Uh,
Side
That's the
tangent.
magic lady.
Yeah, it was the magic tech lady.
Lazy.
Side
Why is she
tangent.
lazy?
The onions kind of stuck together, and I just ate them, and they were so good. So you should try the onions.
They're pretty good. I've had some. But yeah. I know you said you wanted to talk to her.
I'll come back to it. 'Cause I don't wanna overwhelm her with just all of us talking to her at once.
In that case, we're going to start with a fun little section. This section being everyone except Eris, deafen.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh, snap.
Okie dokie.
This is why Nick said
Guys,
that
Everything's sliding
it's
and
not
none of you
fun.
get to know about it.
This is why he leaves the stream.
Steve, you're muted if you're trying to say something.
I don't know how to deafen on here.
We can do
I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay. It's different on like mobile.
It's fair, we can just shove her deafen.
I did.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. Alright, we're all good. Yeah, take that headset off. Anyways, Eris, I'm gonna mute this real quick too. Now that while you are like doing your thing right after your little talk with Vivian, everything seems to sort of slow down around you. As you look around, everything seems kind of frozen. From behind a couple of partygoers, you see two individuals walk out. Taline and Valian.
Those the same combat gods we saw before, right?
Yes.
Ooh, lovely. If you think I stole something, I didn't.
Not why we're here. We've both come to offer you a bit of a deal, I guess you could say. Yes, deal would be a fitting title. It is up to you whether you accept either of us or neither. We each have our individual stakes in this, and yeah, enough said in that regard. I suppose I'll go first. Well, as you know, Y'all are going to be going into some very dangerous areas pretty soon. I believe I can offer you something useful, especially given your recent improvements. I noticed you were a bit lacking in the magical defense department. I believe that is where both of our deals stem from. Mine, however, is... I suppose you would call it spell breaking. I can give you the ability to essentially cut into a spell that is aimed at you. Now, of course, there's a little more to it than that, and if you do it correctly, you might even manage to give them a bit of arcane backlash. Whatever caster sent that at you. But...
When it comes to the gods, there's always a price. What's your price?
Exactly. We aren't exactly allowed to do these things for free. So, what I ask of you is quite simple. When you, let's say, find what your group is searching for, and after y'all get your overarching quest finished, I would ask that you deliver the bits of that specific ritual to me. It shouldn't exactly be... let's say it shouldn't exist, and I have ways of annihilating it permanently.
I mean, the ritual that made the Holy One chain
Yes.
the big guy in the sky?
Yes.
Aren't you two gods of battle?
Correct.
Why should I deliver ways to gain power to people who value power?
Oh, I don't value power for power's sake. And I don't, and what you're thinking of doesn't fit into my sphere. Fits into his, though. As Valen kind of smiles and goes, guilty. Consuming a deity to gain their power is absolutely in my sphere. Speaking of, my gift is a bit different. Quite similar to what your red-headed friend gained. I give you the ability to capture the spell into your weapon. To unleash that same spell on the next thing you hit.
With all due
Of course,
respect,
there's...
I don't know what complications there are with different gods interacting with the same artifact.
Oh, this wouldn't quite be interaction with the artifact itself. It's more... You could think of layering the magic atop. Your artifact is not designed to hold spells. Therefore it won't. But the material is quite useful. Very open, shall we say. And so the spell's this little ability I can give you will interact quite fine with the material. I'm not interfering with his domain at all. He doesn't exactly dissuade from interaction between deities.
So what would your price be?
My price would be quite different. You're traveling into an interesting little area soon.
The Fey Realm is interesting.
Not quite that one, though we can use that one if you wish.
You know,
I was referring to.
it is throwing when you happen to know everything.
I was. I was referring to the little time zone your team is going into. And of course, I would know what you're doing, what's going on. You'll aren't exactly hiding the instrument you were given. I am a god of time. And your team having an instrument too that allows you to mold time in a specific way, well, kind of gives away where you're going, especially given a couple of other information, little tidbits of information I know regarding your group.
Oops.
But from in this area, there is let's call it a instrument. It's a small orrery. I would appreciate if you would grab that.
Could you remind me what an orrery is?
Think like a little solar system diagram type thing. The things you could like move the planets on and shit.
I would have to fight Reggie for it. Rick is thinking like, oh no. All right,
yeah. Let me hold on. Copy image, and I'll just send this to you. Something like this.
No, actually, Era's probably asked personally because she probably doesn't know what that is either.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he shows her an image in her head.
Yeah. Or he can just display one in front of her either way.
Yeah.
He might actually just show her the specific one he's looking for, too.
How big is it?
It shouldn't be very large. It is portable by mortals. By a singular mortal, not exactly a large object. It is a magical item. It is, as I said, a magical item of great power. And I would like to study it. And of course, I don't exactly want that in the hands of many mortals. I do freely admit that.
If I were to get the power from you, would you also have to peel my skin apart?
No.
Because that was barbaric. Sorry, I've witnessed some things in the past couple days.
Yeah, I noticed that. I think that's it, right? Oh, hold on, actually.
They're talking to each other. Like, that was it, right?
Hold on, sorry. No, this is me, sorry.
No, you're good, I find it funny. I like to imagine they're just talking between each other, like, while Eris is there, she's like, One leans into another person, like, because we're in a stopped, like, time area, and they're just leaning against the shoulder of someone, they're, like, talking, and they're like, I imagine as gods, they could interact with the world with minimal repercussions, like a time stop wouldn't stop for them.
Not quite. Yeah. That's his offer. That's their offers. You are worried about your party's view.
Mhm.
I could also give an item that might aid you in finding this item and disguise its appearance.
These are you're worried about your party's what?
View. Basically, if you're worried your party's going to like not allow you to grab it and try to take it from you.
I'm not exactly worried about that. My party trusts me quite a bit. I'm just trying to see the merits versus the costs of the deals. I'm trying to debate. Objectively, I know the group would like to destroy the ritual. I don't know if they would trust you to be the one to do it.
Yeah. I assume that
Giving
many of
over
them.
the ritual plans to chain another god to a god doesn't sound like a safe bet. Not that giving it to a mortal is much safer.
I will warn you that it is much safer. I can also destroy it in front of you if you wish.
Well, I suppose making promises made via deities kind of are hard to break as well. I feel like a deific promise might be a little harder to break than a Fey promise.
Potentially.
That was not satisfying of an answer, but okay.
My word is my law. If I say I will do something, I will either do it.
I said the wrong word. She's like, that's not comforting, is what she would have said.
Yes. Yeah. I will either do it, or I will die in the attempt.
I'd rather you not die. I already have a dead god in my dreams sometimes.
I see.
Pharasma, hide!
How do you?
What does this Ari do?
It is an old construct. Let me look it up. It allows creatures to essentially cross veils much easier. And gives a bit of manipulation over time and fate as well.
Oh.
As such, it is well within my domain.
Why do gods need magical items?
You see it incorrectly. That item is mine to give. Of a sort. I merely wish to have it back. And that location, should I or any deity go there, it would be very, very dangerous for this world. Therefore, we keep out.
Why was it stuck there in the first place?
That place was not always such. It was a place of great research at one point. But things happen, and not exactly everything can be accounted for.
I'm gonna try something. Nah, I can't do that. It wouldn't matter anyways. Eris will take out a coin and flip it.
Ah, yes. That... Okay.
What?
As both of them just kind of like, alright.
Oh. All right, Dom. Question for DM.
What?
Being raised by a gold dragon and an eloquent bard, what have there been their impressions on making deals with powerful people? Because I know they would have coached their through stuff like that.
It can be necessary, but it's extremely dangerous.
Gotcha.
That's kind of where they stand with that.
It's like having two very, very charismatic people. They probably know the ins and outs of like conversation and deals and the like. So I was like, all right, what would they have told her? Okay, sometimes necessary but dangerous. You know what? This is a really dumb decision, but I want to. Can I tell if either of them are like scheming behind their eyes when they're saying these things? Can I try an insight check to gods? Because that'll work really well. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Alright, Eris, master of insight and intrigue, stares into the souls of gods daily. With a amazing, almost perfect 19. What do I get?
Nice.
Let's go!
What are you looking for, I guess?
Basically, like, I want to look at, are they playing her a fool, or are they just being forthright, like, here's my terms, and this is what I want, this is what you get out of it? Or is it like they're like, do they seem to think that they're winning in these situations? Because these are warriors, not necessarily diplomats, so she's trying to see if she can see a bit behind them.
You will know, and definitely be able to note. Atalian is definitely much more straightforward of the two. And you can gather from his expression and stuff. He is very much... His price, he doesn't even really view as a price. He views it as a, I want to do this anyways. And this is something that probably should be done anyways, given how dangerous that ritual is.
Okay.
So this is a bit of him kind of exploiting almost a loophole.
Yeah, let me help you get rid of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that I also want to get rid of.
Pretty much. And Balian, on the other hand, is much harder to read.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely has a lot more experience. You know that he definitely has a lot more experience in sort of intrigue and stuff, which isn't surprising, given that one of his domains is like shadows and such.
Mm-hmm.
Shadows and secrets. It's hard to read him, but what you can note is that he may he doesn't necessarily like an item that interacts with time to be freely out there.
So, Eris is thinking probably along the lines of, it's trapped there, but if we go there and we take it out, now it's out in free reign, and he doesn't want that liability to be out there.
Sort of. It's also the fact of, if y'all can get in, theoretically someone else can later, at another time. And he's worried that, and he doesn't want someone grabbing it. Especially given as that is as you all know, as you would know, because it has been told to you. I don't know if you remember or not. That is also a bubble of is a bubble of stopped time.
Yeah.
And if someone messes around with a time-based object in it, they can absolutely destabilize that. And let the very dangerous entities that are trapped inside this research facility out.
So the gods are Talion, and who's the other ones? What's the other name
Valian.
again? Valian. Talion and Valian?
Yes.
I love that. Valian.
In the sword, in the book I took it from, the Lien
Name.
is sword. And A and Bay are their, for lack of a better terms, the specific type of magic that they use or attached to.
Valian? Could I add an addendum to our deal?
Oh.
If I were to agree to get to you the orrery, I would like you to promise to not harm me or my allies with it.
I could easily promise that. I shall not harm any of you with the orrery.
I'm gonna look at Talion. Does he lie a lot?
Yes, but yes, the deals are deals. You can't exactly lie on them super easily.
Okay. Yes, but.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hey, buddy.
I love that Talion's just like overtly like, yes, he lies a lot, but. I accept both deals.
You can't accept that.
Damn.
It is one or the other. They're making you choose.
Oh, okay. They were just proposing two different deals, so I didn't specify.
They want you to choose between them. They want you to choose between them.
Gotcha. The Talions.
Talions? As Talion will smirk at Valian. And go, good choice. And they will sort of...
Okay, well I didn't even have to have that conversation with Valian then, because I was pretty set.
And they will walk back, and as soon as they pass behind someone else, they fade, and the party resumes. Can you message that everyone come back?
Oh, back on.
Yeah.
Get the hell back in here.
I saw your roommate.
Yeah, that's great.
Also, you see October. Come on back.
I don't even know where I am right now.
Your mother!
Welcome back, everyone.
Sounded
I
like
don't
we
know,
were starting to
October.
wrap up.
Yeah, so welcome, Tober.
Welcome to Over.
Goodbye.
Tom baited me.
Being a normal Toby guy trying to eat my food.
Cat does like to do that.
I tried to
It doesn't
screw
have
over
a
the
human
party,
habit.
but Dom said I can only halfway screw over the party.
I guess. So, as we continue through this
I guess you're gonna have to send me what that does at some point, Dom.
Yes, I will.
Did you accept? Motherfucker! Ah!
Not everyone got the same god.
Not
I
everyone.
know!
Our things were good.
I know.
I will.
I feel like
sometime, Christian.
Dom. I feel like I'm gonna be the only motherfucker to say no.
I don't know, honestly. We still got Rika left.
Oh, y'all might be mad at Eris. I actually don't know
I
yet.
always say yes.
Oh,
I guess.
We might be
All right.
mad at Eris.
It was
Why?
What is everyone?
I don't know yet.
Sandwich. That was the deal you made.
Eris
is
doesn't
everyone
think he's
doing?
mad, but also, she's also witnessed a
I would
lot of y'all like
understand.
pop off about things she didn't realize were concerning beforehand. So I think
Just the
Eris
height.
is specifically gonna piss off little guy. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
I am.
No, I'm just kidding.
Why little guy? What did little guy do to you?
I know.
Yeah.
I'm literally just throwing out a name because it's funny.
Little guy gives you the middle finger, and it's literally just one of his 3 fingers.
Eris gives him back.
Yeah, I don't know what everybody's. I know Reggie wanted to talk to Vivian. And then,
Vivian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was giving her a second to breathe because Eris just went up to her.
Yeah.
Reggie's deal with the god was to talk to Vivian.
I know Inara
Yeah.
I want to talk to my homie.
sparring with the wizards and or just chatting with them. One of the two, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what everybody else is doing. That's as much as I know.
We will be chilling with her homie.
Her homie.
Her special homie.
Hey yo, special homie.
Special homie.
Yeah, the special homie. You know the special homie.
That's crazy.
Okay. So you do want to talk to Vivian? You said, Scott.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it, Domin, I really wanted to cast spells.
What?
Sorry.
Were you gonna get a spellcaster level?
What?
It'd be crazy
What?
if one of the deals that Don wants to make is you get a free level in a spellcaster that doesn't apply to your max level cap.
That would be
Oh, yes.
insane.
That'd be crazy.
Take
You should
Druid
do it, Tom.
immediately, Rika.
But if you die, your whole soul will get
You said take
swallowed.
Druid, but you
Nah.
can't transform into level 2.
I just said take Druid. I didn't say for why. I just said
Oh,
take
my
because
bad.
I feel like
I don't know
Rika's
what
Rika's
druids
the-
get.
Or why?
Yeah.
What would
Because
you
they don't
get out
get
of that?
circled to level 3.
Honestly, I think if you're taking one level in any spellcaster, objectively, Wizard's the best choice.
Bullshit.
Wizard, Warlock.
I was gonna say
Warlock.
Give
sorcerer.
them most
I
options.
disagree. Being able to freely have any first level slot of the spell of the wizard spellbook or wizard's thing, and you can continually learn more. Though
Yeah,
other
you have to do the most
casters would be
options.
just as viable in certain
I'd
scenarios.
say sorcerer or wizard's a good choice.
Sorcerer. 100% it's sorcerer.
I disagree
Then
on
one
sorcerer.
sport
It's
you
just
can-
not.
one
It's
sport
not that
you
good.
You're only getting-
Subclass.
not getting that much.
You get your subclass.
Yeah, but subclass doesn't give you too much at first level.
Well, depends on which one. you take.
Divine Soul Sorcerer gives you 2d4 on an attack roll or saving throw.
Yeah, it's actually really nasty.
Give Rika Divine Soul Sorcerer immediately.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Should we just
What
put
do
her
I
in
do
a
with that?
room with the
And it's
Holy One? We
on
just
a
sit outside and wait.
failure. It's not on a success. It's on a failure. You use that.
Brian. Counter argument. Wizard can just also have silvery barbs.
Yeah, so can a sorcerer, motherfucker.
Yeah, but the wizard can choose which one to take. That's honestly the thing. Prepared casters, if you're taking one level, just one level, prepared casters are really good for that.
Cleric would be the best prepared caster for one level. Reasoning, heavy armor.
Heavy armor.
Plus it's
Do you gain that? I don't know how
Yes,
multi-class
you-
proficiencies work.
yes,
I
you
never
do.
know.
Dependent on the subclass of cleric?
Oh,
Yes.
I forget you used to get subclass level 1.
Just pick a life
Yeah.
cleric and boom.
But yeah, anyways, sorry.
Counter argument. Eldridge. No, I'm just kidding.
Sounds just nice.
Counter argument. I win.
I win. You know, fair enough.
Agreed. Team wins. I agree to these terms.
So what do we? So what are you saying, Scott? As you walk up to this woman.
What's your risk?
Right, you would go up
Actually,
and
you're
be
gay.
like-
Never mind.
She's gonna try to rizz her up. No. Gonna steal her patents. Did we see her fight at all?
She didn't want to fight.
You could
Oh,
have
you mean like during
seen
the
her.
tournament?
Like in the- in
you
the-
could have seen. Yes,
Her
she is
shirt
very
was a lot.
capable.
Okay. How did her shirt work?
Her shirt
Her,
is crazy.
her armor.
Well, it covers her boobs.
Largely, what it does is it sort of boosts a lot of her physical characteristics as well as providing a bit of magical defense as well. Think like a built-in shield spell.
That's kind of nasty. Reggie will go up to her and be like, "Howdy."
Howdy.
I don't know how to
Hold on.
approach people. Reggie would be better at this. Tom said, break for voice check.
I honestly forgot what her voice was for a second. I'm
Go
going
back,
to
look at the VODs.
No, I remember what I ended with. It was just British, but you know.
British. It's lady.
British.
I might have wanted to change that, but I don't remember what I wanted to change it to. So,
Man, she can be British. That's
Tough
fine.
Cookies, she's British. She is part of one of the rich fans, one of the
Yeah.
houses of the Federation, anyways. So,
No, so she wouldn't tell me her secrets.
Sorry.
oh, hello.
You have cool armor.
Thank you. I did not make it myself.
Oh.
It was made for me by, let's say, a close friend.
I see.
Yes.
What would you say?
I am mostly a warrior and a bit of a guinea pig.
That's crazy. She said who made it for her?
She said a close friend.
No, it wasn't like her family.
Not quite, no.
Let's see. Would I perchance be able to get the name of that friend? I want to ask about the mana crystals.
I don't see why not.
Reggie says that.
Yes. Give me one sec.
Yippee!
They didn't want to eat Tide Pods. They should not have made them look so tasty. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Stupid Tide Pod.
Where the
stained
hell
my
did that
shirt.
come from?
Reggie, when he
Oh,
sees
sorry.
the mana crystals,
That's crazy.
I want to eat your shirt.
Where am I?
Home Rami? That's his name? That's an interesting name.
What?
It sounded like you said Home Rami. And I was like, that's his name? That's an interesting name.
No.
Home Rams.
Home Rami?
Hey, that's what I
That's
named
kind of
my
a crazy
single
name.
character. Why
Right?
are you calling me out like that?
Bro, this is Home Rami.
Yeah, my guy's name is Home Rami.
I might make a character named Home Rami now. I don't know. It's kind of a wild name, but I kind of like it.
Right?
Do it.
It's like, don't ask
I
where his
fuck with
actual
it,
home is, but
Yeah. Bro, the chicken's looking fire.
what are you making?
Don't put it on
Just chicken.
fire.
Chicken for some quesadillas.
Ooh, quesadillas.
Dude, the quesadilla sounds so good right now.
Quesadillas are so good.
I kind of live off cheese quesadillas, not gonna lie.
I respect it.
Fair enough.
My grandma just dropped like $1 billion on 15 eggs and then just gave them all to me.
Oh!
Holy.
My parents
She got like a-
dropped like $1 billion
got
on new chickens.
True.
My dad also has some chickens. But I don't eat enough eggs to, like, get eggs. Like, whenever he gives me them, I'm like, I barely use them.
No, same. My mom just gives me like a basket full, and I'm like, what am I to do with these? I've
It's
started
like, I don't
making
eat eggs all like that.
That's
I
what
made
I do.
chorizo and
is
egg
I-
breakfast for
I saw-
Mother's
I salt brine them.
I saw this thing, though, where it, like, makes the perfect, like, cooked eggs. Like, you can, like, just put it in this little thing, and it cooks them perfectly.
Ooh.
I kind of want to get that and make, like the ramen eggs, like the soft boil.
Yeah, soft boiled. Have you
Yeah.
tried the like soy marinated eggs? They're so good.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I was just gonna, like, soft boil them first and then marinate
You
them.
can read it
Yeah.
backwards.
I heard they're fire. I haven't tried them yet. I've been wanting to, but
Yeah, you do. It's like soy sauce, mirin,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I think there's something else you put in there.
Some like garlic
really good.
and other stuff. Yeah, I've just been.
Yeah.
I haven't like. I don't even know if our eggs are still good, honestly.
What are you doing, buddy? Are you trying to eat my food again? Or are you just sad?
I think if they float in water previously, they're bad. I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
they
before you
say
cook
they're
'em?
good. Yeah.
It's because
Yeah.
he doesn't have liquid food. That's why he's fiending for my food.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just put water in his.
Anyways, so okay, sorry, coming back.
We have liquid
So
food.
you,
Yeah, what was his name?
her name,
Her name?
Her name is Elisa Leviton.
What the hell?
Elisa Leviton.
What the hell?
Wingardium Leviosa?
There you go.
Someone make fun of Dom's voices one more time, and he's just gonna call everyone Jeff.
You're so right.
I wasn't
One of
making
these
fun.
Yeah,
I was
more
making
talking
sure I
about
heard
the
it right.
name Loki
I'm
being
just teasing.
complicated.
It's actually not. It's just her accent that makes it sound weird.
I'm just trying to get Dom to call everyone Jeff from now on, so I can remember their names.
It's just the fact that she emphasized that O like that.
Leviton. She said it's
Levio.
not
Leviton.
Leviosa, it's Leviosa.
I would assume she doesn't know how the armor works, so I don't.
Come
I
on,
would-
good wrong.
Yeah. So you didn't make it, but what does it really do? I saw you fighting, but I don't know. I didn't follow exactly.
Well, it is filled with a bit of. Its construction is a bit of new technology. I believe the artificer called it an exoskeleton.
Whoa.
Like a
Similar
book.
to what,
Whoa, what?
Similar to what many insects or crustaceans have. It is meant to provide both protection and a great deal of more strength.
We could turn
The
Reggie
magical
into a
circuits in
beetle.
the armor also
I want Reggie to
enhance that,
beat him.
both providing more protection in the form of an small arcane warding built into it, but likewise a surge in strength when I need it, as well as a lower surge, just in general.
Oh, she said surge in strength. Okay.
I thought I heard surgeon too,
Yeah, I
but
was like
it's
a
surge.
surgeon.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yes, surge
Surgeon's
is strong. You didn't know that?
I was
Come
like, I
on.
thought they were known for their
Surge-
precision.
That's really cool.
That is just the main application of it, though. And that is just
Yeah.
simply my armor itself.
I've been in a weird like in between on picking out armors and if I want to switch to like a robe or something. So
Well,
You say rogue?
a rogue, yeah. Reggie takes levels in rogue real quick.
everyone
I was like, what?
Valerie
You said
is the
rogue.
only one with reliable talent.
Yeah.
this Sesto class is armor in
Can
a
I take all
similar
levels of rogue real quick?
weight and impairment class as plate. So,
And I don't think that's heavy armor, right?
yes, correct. She's saying it's heavy armor.
See, I was thinking though, because I was gonna talk to your friend, see if maybe I could get a custom piece. I'm not sure if that's something they would do.
What armor class do you specialize in?
I'm gonna tell Morden that Reggie's cheating on him.
True, I could ask Morden for fancy special magic armor.
We already did.
Right now.
They're pumpkin.
Wait, what?
Well,
We already
Reggie
did.
didn't. Reggie didn't.
Oh. I thought, what did Reggie ask for? Remember, we all thought about commissioning a piece from Morden.
I don't think I asked for a piece yet. I think I was still.
Yeah, I know Valerie and Anara are getting that.
Yeah, I was waiting,
What?
especially because now I have like this really
More than-
fancy prismatic
I
thing.
considered getting armor
be
from
like-
Morden,
I thought we
yes.
did
I'll
ask
give you
for
it.
it.
You give me something good.
Because you know that's what he blatantly offered was he can upgrade both your and Anara's armor.
Right.
But yeah, would you say sorry, Charlotte?
Currently, like the more like not quite light but medium armors.
Ah, the market armors. It's like breastplates and such.
Yeah, but I might be moving away from that. So I was wondering, does she do any kind of like clothing imbuing? Has she ever done anything?
It's not exactly her specialty, but I believe she could.
Okay.
I believe.
I also wanted to pick her brain out how it works because it's kind of cool.
Of course, my family owns. Well, my family has ties to those who own some of the larger farms of steel weaves.
Mm.
There
that
are
like-
rarer things. Quite
What does that tip used to
literally,
make?
literally material like fabrics and stuff. But steel weaves are specifically. I'm also taking this from another thing.
I was saying like chain.
Literally silk with the tensile and strength of steel,
Ah, so it's like steel wool made into clothing. Kind
but
of
better.
better. Yeah.
Softer,
Yeah.
not
Softer.
degrading.
Yeah, it's
True.
classed as
It's like
clothing, but gives you
finer
very
steel.
solid protection. Not quite solid protection as a full armor made of steel, obviously.
I mean, Shit,
But it's-
Valerie has a dress made of spider silk. That
It
actually
is
is
literally an upgraded version of that dress, but it's not classed as armor. It'd be classed as clothing.
It's actually really
interesting. Okay,
Because I think it's stupid that you're dressed as classed as light armor. If I'm being honest.
it's very funny, honestly.
Which one?
cool.
Their
The
Pride Silk armor is basically just like clothing that gives you armor class.
Yeah, but also Brian, it is literally steel weave spiders. They're very
Okay,
specific.
okay.
Yeah, specifically spiders that do that. I've mentioned it
So,
like
so it's the
in the
same
campaign
shit.
before,
It's the
but
same-
yeah,
It's the exact same shit.
just a better quality, sort of.
Yeah, I get you.
Better technique.
Yeah, yeah, better, just like stronger silk from different spiders.
Yeah. I think that's about all I wanted to ask. Now I gotta follow this lead. Talk to Elise. Yeah. I assume he would like yap a little bit about the armor. You're like, oh, it's so cool.
You would be able to learn a little more about it if you wished.
Sure.
It also gives her a bit of spatial storage, but not in the way y'all have. Similar to what you can do with your your glaive.
Mm.
Yeah, you can kind of. She can.
It's like
recall
a
and
single item.
dismiss and call things,
That's cool.
except it's not just a single item.
Yeah.
And she
It's like a
stores it
beefed
like
up
sort of
version of
in almost sort of in a magical space that the armor is able to produce.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, she used it to store both her sword and her shield. Usually, and maybe a couple of other things. But yeah.
Cool. Was she drinking at all? Because Reggie would order her a drink
She'd be drinking.
for the information.
Open bar.
Open bar time.
Not the open bar.
We probably paid for an
Isn't
open
that-
bar.
Probably.
It's the Hardin's absolutely.
We can definitely
brought
afford it.
y'all hella drinks.
Yippee!
Open bar.
Y'all wouldn't need to pay anything.
Oh, thank God, because I just spent all my money.
Y'all just won the tournament in the Hardigan family's name. So
Yeah, I mean, I assume they're gonna get a shit ton of
I just
money
spent
from it.
40K on like 3 objects, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
very fair.
I also spent a shit ton of money on a single rock. Sparks would be
And rock.
proud.
Sparks would be
Folks
proud.
would be proud indeed.
Absolutely.
I literally got
Reggie
the hardest
noticeably did
rock
not
we've
tell
ever owned.
anyone because he doesn't want Sparks getting wind of it.
I got the
Yes.
hardest rock we've ever owned in our lives. I got rock harder than adamantine. I got the ultimate rock.
But yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't tell Sparks.
I'm not telling Sparks anything.
Reggie and Eris have a pact to where we don't tell anyone about the rocks, so that
Can't
Sparks
tell
can't hear
Sparks.
about it.
If we ever buy a rock, we're just like, Sparks can never know.
He can never know. Make a blood pact at that
We just
point.
buy an extra
That would be
ruby to give to
tough.
Sparks to act like we
That's
bought him.
crazy.
That's all we bought. And then he steals the
Yeah,
ruby.
Sparks, that's all we got.
Let's say, so what
No.
I'm hearing is someone just buys or finds and procures 4 Sparks the Nightfall Pearl.
Yeah. No,
Specifically
please.
for Sparks.
Specifically for Sparks.
And then-
Why
Like
else
he
would we
had-
get it?
Say, and then in the next campaign, you'll hear rumors of a brilliant bird that flies around with a sphere with a large area of darkness encompassing him.
He is the night sky.
It'd be
He's the new
hilarious.
sun god because he creates a sun wherever he goes.
He goes, I am the light now."
I'm imagining a phoenix of darkness. That's kind of intense.
I think Reggie would probably.
Oh, Sparks goes around and goes, I am the
Elder
guiding
Voyages.
light.
Aww.
And in memory of guiding light. Oh.
That's how,
We
that's
all
how we do
inevitably
the honoraries once our party members start dying.
He sent Sparks out to
Yeah.
fly across the sky.
Fucking moping. Still.
Father
My
Nathaniel
apologies.
would absolutely attempt to console you because he doesn't know what you're moping about, but he's like,
Yeah, that's very fair.
he would ask about it though.
Okay.
Walk up to you.
How private is the area where Valerie is in? Like how
I'd say fairly private. There's like not really many others in earshot, and the din of the music and such is loud. The music and the talking is loud enough to sort of cover a lot of the conversation.
okay. Valerie trusts Father Nathaniel with her fucking life. Right?
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this man has raised her since birth. She fucking opens like a broken dam.
What all does she say?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
She talks about that she was offered a pact with Valian that she refused. She explains why she refused said pact.
What is the specific reason she refuses? That she tells me?
Because Valian directly insulted Lady Pharasma's honesty.
Roll me
No,
insight.
I insulted the honesty of a god. There's no obligation to tell me the truth.
Insight!
No, the funny thing is I directly insulted the honesty of a god of secrets. I think expecting her to be fully honest is probably your first mistake there.
To 22.
Awesome. He rolled a 3 on the die, so there's no way he passes that.
Funny.
As he kind of looks to the side and he's like a little questioning, but he's also like
I'm gonna be supportive, but like what?
It's
it's very much the look of a parent. I don't know how to break this to my child. Like this really unfortunate news. Like a parent when they have to tell their child that Santa's not real.
no.
Wait, what?
No! We're on Twitch! You can't do this, Dom!
You're so right. You're so right. My
Spoiler
apologies.
children. Moral
Who brings the presents?
Santa
Moral of the
is really
story,
there's all
don't-
haters.
Moral of the story: never meet your heroes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Presents. Reach your
You
ears.
all
for-
the eras.
Valerie, noting this, look, I know that she's... Valerie knows that Pharasma's a goddess of secrets. She knows
Mhm.
this.
Mm-hmm.
So she kind of just looks at him and says,
Reach your ears.
look, I understand her nature is a little bit... I've experienced it long enough. But I find the issue with is the sort of... I can't help but think that he's insinuating that there's something major, overarching that is being kept.
There could be.
There
We don't
could
know
be!
the secrets Our Lady keeps. Some of them
He could be.
interfering. Some of them encompassing the very world itself. You know,
I find it funny.
she is one of mystery. It is why many of us. It's why we do not know everything regarding the realm of the soul at all yet. Though
This-
others in other pursuits have made great strides in unraveling these mysteries. And I want you to roll insight again.
Side comment. This
Father
kid
Nathaniel's
is
lying.
Father
the Bible.
Nathan- okay, Dom. Can he beat a 21?
in technicality.
Can he actually even beat a 21? On a deception.
Dom can give
For
him
deception.
divine blessing and have him pass it.
Because I don't feel like Father
That's
Nathaniel
crazy.
is proficient in deception. I
just find
don't
it
feel
so
like
funny,
he would be.
Like Valerie's
wouldn't
giving
be.
me the vibes of like a petulant child who's like, I know my mom lies, but they'd never lie to me.
yeah, pretty much. This is exactly the type of
You
energy.
can be the
too.
21.
They're a liar, but I'm
Okay.
special, so
He
they won't.
can. Because I was gonna say 21's my passive,
You can beat a 21.
but I'm gonna fucking roll. My fucking dad lying to me, bro.
Why is Pops lying?
19.
You don't really notice. There might have been a flash of something behind his eyes when he said that, but you can't really pick out on what.
Ooh, he lying.
Ooh, he lying.
But I saw something.
Yes,
Was did I say something?
you did not. Well, child, You know that there is much history in our church, correct?
I'm aware, yes.
And I believe you are sufficiently in favor and in grace to know that some of this history is not exactly kept in our records. Including the fact that until very recently the church's stances on such research were very different. And when I was a young boy, and I mean that in a literal sense,
When I
before my
was.
adulthood, I witnessed the church go on what many would call a crusade, a holy war, if you will, against these very people who sought to examine the soul. Eventually, the church itself lost, and due to this, we beseeched Our Lady for help. This help came in the form of an adjutant, if you will, that claimed to have received divine guidance that the research of the soul was not heresy if done in an ethical manner. Of course, after that point, many of us have started receiving similar enlightenments, and by the time I was fully in the church, it became more or less commonplace. But
Why tell me this?
I believe you are advanced enough to know that everyone has their dark sides. Even our church, even our, shame to say it, even Our Lady. Before that point, none of us had heard anything of the sort that the adjutant was preaching. In fact, some claimed she was a heretic. But given that within the decade, others came forward with the words of Our Lady, and Our Lady herself made an appearance a couple of times, and then the views of the church shifted. I've heard rumors that this has happened before regarding other matters, but nothing I can confirm myself. I just would like you to know that even the gods shift with the times.
I've not denied this idea,
Yes,
but
I just merely wish to provide a little bit of context. Maybe Valian himself believed that a bit of information that I'm not privy to. Damn, Matthew looking snazzy. Sorry, Matthew just walked by in a full suit. And I was like,
Oh,
funny.
Yeah.
That caught me the fuck off guard.
sorry, yeah, my little brother just walked by in a full suit, and I was kind of hoping Christian will call him over, but it's fine.
He probably just got home.
He probably did.
Yeah.
But
Who's that?
maybe he believes something that Our Lady
Like
did long
disconnected.
ago is relevant in this age. I don't know.
But
But I do know that at your point, both in terms of raw power and in terms of...
I brought him over. Yeah.
Tell him I said he looks snazzy.
Says you look snazzy. Doinks.
Nice. Anyways.
Okay.
Both in terms of raw power and in terms of your growing influence in the church, many start to question things and attempt to find their way in who and what they are. on a deeper level than merely a flock, member of the flock itself. Does this make sense?
Father, are you insinuating that I have no identity?
I'm insinuating that I believe you should find your own identity that is not simply constrained within a follower of Our Lady.
Damn! He didn't say no!
He said yes,
insinuating
and
you have none.
He did
He
say
said,
yes,
I'm not.
and.
He's going to continue.
Yes, and
No,
I'm
you're
not
really yes.
insinuating you have none. I'm insinuating that maybe finding an identity of your own, apart from that which you are connected to, can aid you in understanding your stance and everything you are connected to, and your path forward.
that is... So I denied this for nothing.
I hate that I have to say this. I couldn't hear you very well.
So I denied this for nothing.
Not
It was calling
quite.
up again.
His duplicitous nature is very known within both the realm of the gods and the realm of mortals. There's a reason they call him the King of Thorns.
This is part of the reason I said no, because I figured he was going to try.
And I do not believe you were wrong for doing so.
Yeah!
I simply wish to inform you that, aside from this poisoned apple, you should likely attempt to find who and what you are in the world itself. Not on a base level, but on a future level, I should say. What is your fate and where will you go?
I believe... I thought I've already started to do that.
Indeed. And I what's the
Kinda
term
like
on?
subconsciously, like, rubs it against one of the branches that's growing out of her fucking...
Hold on. I forgot the word. I don't know why.
I'm talking with my dad.
Another word for proud, but I'm kind of frustrated that
Elated?
not elated. It was close. It's close though for some reason. It's less, I guess, less emotional than elated, if that makes sense. Sort of contentedly proud, I guess, is the word.
Pleased?
Pleased,
Yeah,
pleased is a good way, I guess, to say it. Oh well. I don't remember the word. Anyways.
Satisfied.
You've made satisfactory academic progress, Valerie. I'm so proud of you.
That's
Yes.
Content.
Yes. Having true an opinion, magnificent, triumphant. Yeah, sounds okay for us, I guess. Oh well. I am happy to see you walk the path. I do not know where this will lead you. I've seen many people walk this path, and I've seen many people well, the ending outcome is never the same between two different people.
I suppose this sounds... I guess this is a little childish of me to say, probably, but... I for a good little bit, thought that maybe there was something different between my relationship and hers, considering the circumstances.
There could yet be. As I said, you must find out. I can comfort you, and I can offer you all the guidance and advice that I have, but at the end of the day, this journey is yours, and I will not be there with you all the time. The only ones who I believe can be there any substantial length are your allies.
I have grown to call them a little bit more than allies, but I believe that is...
I definitely will note he looked a little hesitant in calling them allies, and then with you saying that, he smiles.
Yay!
Best
He
friends.
said, "Oh my god, my child finally made friends."
I know!
I was like, as he was literally about to say, I had worried about you.
They consider some of the things that I do a little macabre, but for the most part, I believe that we get along very well.
It's good.
Father Daniel's like, yeah, our church is macabre. It's pretty fucking macabre.
But yeah, he's not gonna deny that, you know, shit can be a little crazy.
Yeah, I mean, hey man. Like, motherfucker. All of our fucking
The Emperor.
outsiders wear masks! Like plate?
Which is true. But yeah.
This has made me, slightly better, though it is still jarring to, think about this on a higher scale level, considering things, but...
I'd imagine your path isn't a calm one.
No, to be honest, I wish it was.
Many people do. But those on calm paths don't usually make large changes. That is a bit of a blessing and a curse for you.
Suppose there's dichotomy in that. Valerie's like, hey, I'm an oracle, man. I got both of those.
Indeed.
This is a weirder question, but how is Anastasia?
She is interesting.
Interesting.
I would not have expected you to make a simulacrum of yourself anytime soon.
We needed someone to operate on the bastion that we had acquired from the 30 privileges.
I could have done
And
it.
no disrespect to my friends, but many of them don't really seem the most organized. Eris does, but Eris... I don't think Eris wants me making a simulacrum of her.
Eris. Interesting.
No, Eris is definitely organized!
She
Would not have
keeps all her
expected
gifts.
that.
What'd you say?
So would not have expected that.
What, Eris being organized?
Yeah, actually.
She's very organized! She's a dragon, god damn it!
Fair enough.
She's watched her.
She is in charge of our.
I'm in charge of the finances for the group.
Yeah,
And
she's our banker.
And Inara...
She's not the smartest in the group, but she's well organized.
Inara will have the capability to use simulacrums on her own, so I figured making one of her would be redundant.
See. Oh. That makes sense.
Yes, I found the differences between her and I to be jarring.
That's crazy. Wonder why.
Wait, are you telling me that you don't like wizards?
Alright, guys, it's time to break the news to Christian.
Yeah. Valerie's hatred list: undead, necromancers, wizards.
Plain touch creatures.
Yeah, any non-material
Plain
plain
touch
creatures.
creatures.
Damn, Inara's got a double
Some of
whammy on
them,
that list.
he's valid for that. Some of them, he's valid for that. I too would not touch some creatures that are plain touched.
I'm just saying, Inara's got a double whammy on that list.
You're correct. Just don't become a necromancer. You're still okay. Ish.
Make Inara a necromancer, it'd be fun.
Nora becomes a
I'm
necromancer.
gonna make Inara go evil, and that will
Third
be her
strike.
subclass change.
Third strike.
Valid.
Third strike.
I see you have chosen death.
If Eris dies, you have to find some way to make her undead, just so that way it pisses off Valerie.
I will kill you. I will fucking kill you.
Again?
Yes.
I'm gonna specifically make Eris die by a finger of death.
No. No.
Specifically seek out
Honestly-
an
honestly,
ascended vampire to
Highly
find-
disrespectful to Eris too, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
How's
You didn't even get to come back as a cool undead. No, you're a zombie.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
I will
At least
specifically
make me a
find
witch or
an
something,
ascended
I don't know.
vampire to turn Eris into a spawn.
No.
We make Eris an ascended vampire by the end of the campaign.
No.
We're gonna
Listen,
make
can't
that
find a
ascended Asterian
Guys,
kiss scene,
guys.
though. That's all I'm saying.
Guys. Vampire, dragon, end goal.
Hey,
Vampire dragon.
based. Valerie says go suck a dick.
Eris at that point goes, you can suck one.
That's great.
Yeah. That's pretty much all that's there, unless he has anything further to elaborate on.
I don't believe so. He will largely. He doesn't have a lot to say anymore.
Yeah, goodbye. Daniel's not a
Has Reggie
talkative
finished his
guy.
conversation?
Oh yeah, Reggie just chat.
Okay.
He
Reggie,
did.
you have talks with gods a lot, right?
Take the S away and then yeah.
I love the you were just Reggie
Oh, no,
got
the
so
great
off
thing is
guard by
right.
that question. Okay, come here.
Okay.
Gonna go find a
You
place.
pulled him away
other
from
people.
drinking with the homies.
You'll be right back. Hold on, I have important
Okay.
things to tell you. It's,
I'll be back. Where are we
Okay,
going?
so do we agree that whatever ritual was made by the Holy One to chain a god, we want to be destroyed, right?
Yeah. That's,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the whole goal here.
So if I made a deal that the contents of the deal that I had to give to them was to give them specifically the ritual to destroy, was that a good idea?
You're
Probably gonna ask who
giving
them is.
them the ritual?
To destroy.
So you're getting
quote
someone
the
else to
deal.
destroy the ritual for us.
It's a god.
I mean, was it Talion? Or
That's a really
who
good guess.
talked to me, right?
Yes,
That's a
Taylor's
really
the one
good
talking to you,
guess.
Scott.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well, We're on the same wavelength here, then. I think.
Okay, if I made that deal, do you think the party would be mad?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think the manner of how the thing is broken matters. I think it being broken is what matters. You know.
he did say that he would destroy it or die trying, so I feel like he
I
probably has a
trust
higher
him.
chance of destroying it than we do. He's the one
mean,
trustworthy out of the pair. Let's
To be
honest.
fair, as of right now, we don't know how to break it. So now that we have a
True.
method to break it, that's kind of a good thing.
Also true. Oh, you want to know what he offered for it?
Tell me
To
your deepest,
clarify,
darkest
I
secrets.
took this deal because I felt like there was not a downside to it.
Mhm.
If you actually, could you read some of
Arguably
that?
same.
What's your insight?
Not great. I can roll though.
Okay, you probably won't beat me.
I have like literally a +0, I think.
Okay, well you just have to roll average to beat me.
Oh, 10.
Oh, you beat me. Eris is lying. She says these downsides.
She does see downsides.
She said there's literally no downsides, and she's so bluffing.
So you're a liar.
Okay. Maybe the downside could be
The friends you made along the way.
the friends.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
Okay, maybe
The friends
the
that died
downside
along
is
the way.
technically giving over the rights to someone else. But I do think this is probably one of the few trustworthy gods on our side that I could give it to.
Who are we giving away the rights to?
Well, I'm giving the ritual over to Talion to destroy.
Oh,
But that is assuming that Talion can destroy it. He thinks he can.
I mean, his try is as good as any, because I don't know particularly how
I mean,
we would destroy
We did
it, so-
talk with them, and those two were saying they could get rid of the idea of the mountain people on destroying all the dragons. So maybe they are good at destroying concepts of things.
Well, they are gods, so I think they would have the power to do that. I'm just surprised that they want to be so directly involved, you know?
Well, he seemed to be more like he wanted to help. Valian was like, I kind of want something out of it.
Also, you talk about both.
He wanted a really cool item that I thought you would be very interested in, so I said no.
So let me get
I
this
would have
straight.
said
You
yes,
talked to
but they
both
didn't
of
let me
them,
take both.
and went with Talion, so...
Yes.
Okay. Honestly, better of the two.
They were giving similar things. Oh, so basically, he's like, you know how you're not super good at like defending against spells, and I was like, no comment, but like whatever. That
You
kind of
got
hurt.
my
But
strength.
anyways,
Yeah, it's kind of messed up of him to say.
but he was like, what if I give you the ability to like split, like break a spell and then just reflect.
Oh.
I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know what it does yet. Or if he even gave it to me yet.
Well,
But I
did
was
you?
like, that sounds
agree
pretty
to the
sick. And
contract?
also, I want to destroy the ritual, so I felt like it was a win-win.
Yeah. Oh wait, how would that work? Would you bind Lucifer? 'Cause
What?
You're breaking it and then reflecting it at him.
No, no, no.
No, reflect. I was talking about like no, it's like spells. I would. Take
Oh,
and
just like
reflect.
spells in
and then
general.
the,
Oh, okay.
the deal.
I thought he was
part of it
giving you this to break
The
the.
deal part of it was I give him the ritual to break.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't see anything.
He
wrong
seems
with
like the
that.
non-nefarious god, so it was like, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah, Talion. If of the two, Talion was the one to make that deal with.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. First priority, anyways, is get rid of the Holy One using it.
Yeah.
The ritual
I mean, we'll probably
would
well,
like be
I
destroyed.
don't want to be too hopeful, but we'll probably kill him.
Like, there's the hope of that. I feel like if the ritual isn't able to be destroyed, by the time someone figures out and has enough power to use it again, I think that'll be a whole different adventure for somebody else.
Yeah, that's not our problem.
Eris goes, this is a whole new campaign. The repercussions are
campaign.
not on me.
When everyone tries to bind the Far Titans, and that's the super mega campaign Dom was gonna run.
What
At
happened?
some point, yeah. At some point, she goes, "Do I?" Well, I'll tell Inara at some point, but she seems to be having a lot of fun with the wizards, so I don't
Yeah,
want to
tell
pull
her
away right
tonight.
now.
Or
But
tomorrow if
Do you
she's
think I should tell
hungover.
Valerie right now? I don't think Rika cares, to be honest.
I feel like Valerie's preoccupied with her hatred towards that one lady.
But maybe I could distract her by giving her a new hatred.
You know, that might be a good point. I said go for it. It'd be funny.
Okay, but hey Valerie.
Reggie's grabbed his drink from the table he was sitting at, and he was like, "I'll be right back," and he follows Eris. He wants to watch.
This is amazing.
Perception
Valerie
check.
is like,
I see
I'm
you.
assuming, kind of like
Yeah, Reggie's not being
chatting up,
stealthy.
kind of like chatting up in like the corner.
Hey Valerie, I have to tell you something for like 3 minutes. Depending on your reaction, it might be like 5.
That's hopeful.
Valerie kind of just like turns her head slowly away from Father Nathaniel. He looks
To be
over.
fair, we do
Back
not know
in
about this
roughly the same
conversation
condition,
y'all
if
are
not
having.
better. Don't worry. Probably.
On a
Put her in
scale
a
of 1
wizard
to
fight.
10, how important is this?
Honestly, probably like a 4, but in your eyes, it's probably like a 7.
That's crazy.
I don't know whether to be insulted or flattered, but go ahead.
Well, it involves gods. And she'll walk away, see if you follow.
Oh no!
Of course it involves gods, like, we haven't had enough of that recently.
Oops.
To be fair,
Spark notes. Eris leads in with. So, basically the same entrance with Reggie. So we want to get the ritual that the Holy One used to chain the god destroyed, right?
Yes, because it's bloody blasphemy.
So I found a god that is not nefarious to do it.
And they're certain that they can destroy a ritual that was able to bind a god above them.
Well, their name is Talion, and they have vowed to do it or die trying.
it's a good backup plan if we can't figure it out.
Worst case scenario, they fail and we try ourselves. Because if they fail, that means they died, so then our deal kind of goes away.
Yeesh.
What else is there?
Okay, if you're okay with the fact that I made that deal, I got some cool thing out of it.
So, let me get this straight. You are stating that you're getting something, and then you're
Yeah.
also getting something. This doesn't sound like a negotiation. Where's the downside?
Have you met Talion? He's kind of nice sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I'm not gonna lie.
he's
Valerie
also
is feeling
benefiting
so jealous
from
right
it.
now.
I'm not gonna
Valerie's pissed!
Reggie's about to make it so
Okay.
much worse too.
Okay. If you want the alternative, which was Valiance, it was he gives me something, and in return, inside of the time zone we're going into, there's a very powerful magic item called an orrery, whatever that is. He showed me
An
like
orrery?
a star chart. Oh yeah, that's the word.
Like the little orbs that you
Do
put in
I
water
have
and they
any
expand.
idea?
Not Orby, not Orby.
Orrery, no orrery.
Do I have any
Oh
idea
my
what the fuck
God.
Eris is talking about?
Roll me Arcana.
That's so. Actually, I want to too.
Considering where it's at, it's probably low. Like
Oh yeah,
the
there's a very low chance.
How does a 23 sound?
34?
Or that?
Yeah, fuck y'all. The DC was 30.
Yeah.
Pieces.
I
of
physically could not have made it.
Actually, no, yeah,
I'm
Reggie,
rolling.
the DC was lower but still high.
11.
rolled a 17 on
Absolutely
the die.
Do I know, Dom? I rolled an 11.
That means Reggie theoretically could have got it. That's the saddest part.
What?
Actually, technically speaking, he told me what it
You
is, so
could
I
have
can
made
just add
the
on
low
it.
because for you it would have been a lower DC specifically because
Okay, so
Daddyamon.
so Dom,
Yeah.
do I just know what the fuck this thing is? Because Brian
You've heard of an ancient item that takes the shape of an orrery that allows one to bend space and time.
Orrery.
I figured this out specifically because of Yogg-Sothoth.
Probably not even just Yogg-Sothoth.
That's fair.
But shoot, like, yeah, so he wanted that back in his domain, and in
Oh,
return, he
hell
was gonna
no.
give me a fun thing. I did give the caveat that he wouldn't harm me or my allies, which, fun fact, is a lot of the world.
Sure.
Did you accept that?
I didn't, though. They only let me accept one deal, and I was like, okay, let me go for the safer one.
Good, because
Notably-
Valiant
As a noble heiress, you left out a bit of that, the caveat.
What?
It wasn't that they won't harm you, it was that he won't harm you with the orrery. You and your allies. Specifically
about that.
with the orrery.
Harris
That's
forgot
crazy.
about
Okay,
Just-
yeah, that would have been a very, very important thing.
The Ori is considered to be extremely powerful. I have no
That's
idea
true.
what it
Well,
does.
that. Basically,
But
it
yes.
supposedly was under his domain before, but it was lost
Well,
inside
yes.
this research facility when it
Because
got
it is a,
time stopped.
Yes,
to,
it is
worked.
it is an artifact related to space-time. It would make sense that it would be under his.
Basically, he
Activities?
said he wanted someone to get it because he can't go in as a god, because if he went into that space, bad things would happen to the world. And he's thinking if we're going in, eventually someone else would also go in and have to be able to see it. So, worst case scenario, we can still retrieve it, we just have to find some way of keeping it safe. So that way no one else does.
Well, yes. I mean, if we just.
We would have to find it though, and without accepting the deal, it might be a little harder because he won't be helping me find it anymore.
I mean, if we find it, then sure, that is fantastic. But if we don't, then
There's other
would-
bad artifacts in the world to be found, I'm sure.
yes, there are numerous.
But basically, he's giving the Talion. The good deal was I got like spell resistance stuff where I could deflect some spells or something. I haven't tested it
Okay.
yet.
Okay. More importantly, was him getting the ritual what he wanted out of this arrangement, or was that something
Yeah,
that you proposed?
You see, the other guy's a lot more shady, but Talion's a lot more straightforward. It looked like he just genuinely wanted to help and was using some sort of godly loophole of they can't do favors, they have to do deals. So he's getting a deal out of it that's benefiting us both. Because
So,
god chaining ritual, if he gets destroys it, kind of protects him as well as us.
I suppose, but I
Basically, he was the one who just genuinely wanted to help, and then Valian was like, I'll help you, but
I suppose it is still unnerving slightly to have that anywhere near a god. At all.
I agree. That's why I was a little hesitant at first, but I thought that was probably their best opportunity to get rid of it, and I felt also... That was
No.
probably the only term I could ever get from a god that the party would agree with.
No, that is not necessarily a bad deal. I will not disagree. That is, it is certainly better than the one that Valian gave me.
Oopsies. Valian's not very nice.
Ironically,
Valiant-
objectively incorrect.
Valerie doesn't think this!
I know, it's funny though. You already said what he asked of you.
Yeah, I know. Valerie's in denial. She will consistently
well,
be in denial.
Now that I know that you're not upset, and I hopefully made your day by actually making a good deal instead of a bad deal like everyone else has been doing lately, we can go back to the party.
Mine was pretty good.
What your deal was?
You also made a deal with this.
I fear Talion also was like, hey, what's up? You know?
Why
Um,
do you
Around.
both get Talion and I get the asshole?
I didn't want to
say anything.
I technically got both, but
To be fair, in my deal with Talion, it really just seemed like he didn't like the idea that gods are being changed, so he's getting that out of it, I guess.
I suppose that is fair, but bloody hells, why do...
Sorry, Valerie. Put a hand on her
Maybe,
shoulder.
maybe
like,
I'm harder to read. They actually gave me 2 different deals.
Yes, and the one that I got was practically a slap across the face, but it is what it is.
Do you want me to do it so that way it feels more personal, or...
Damn.
I don't know why I said that. I thought it was funny, and now I'm just like, that was mean. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Valerie, you need this, and Eric's gonna go over and hug Valerie.
Alright.
Is this the first time the party has hugged Valerie?
Yes!
Physical touch?
Yes!
I've thrown Valerie.
I love hearing
How does
people
this-
not through the camera, but or not through Discord.
Eris
but
has,
out
like-
loud.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Eris has technically thrown Valerie before.
Oh yeah.
It is impossible for Eris to see this, considering the situation. However,
I
Reggie,
blindsight, maybe.
Valerie blushes.
Oh.
Okay, I don't see that with blindsight.
Reggie just kind of does a little giggle, and he's like,
Valerie has no idea how to react. She is like literally standing there like she's paralyzed.
Valerie, I think part of your problem with, like, people is just... You don't get a lot of comfort from people very much.
so I've been trying to set her up with that one. What's his name? I forget his name.
Aladir.
Yeah.
Aladir. Oh.
Ooh, that might help.
Wait, is he nearby? Because Reggie would have still said it.
Yes.
And Aladir's a cleric. He probably heard it. He heard the name Aladir and is like, oh,
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back.
oh.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna try to roll
Okay.
a deception check to keep her emotion. Yeah, that's actually not very good. She probably still looks pink.
Eris talking about, like, we need to communicate better as a party, is doing her best to communicate as early as possible when she gets.
Yeah. It's good that you're telling us
I
now,
can't
because it is
believe
very
that. Great.
important.
Valerie is flustered as fuck.
Also, she was like, if Valerie's upset already, then let me just, like, upset her tonight, so that way it's all condensed into one day, and then we can
So
just
it's one
move on.
really bad day.
It's one really bad day instead of, like, multiple
Valerie
bad
and the no
days.
good, very bad. What is that one book? The
Yeah, no good, very bad day.
yeah, no good, very bad
That's
day.
That's still funny.
I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah.
Eris feeling validated when Valerie goes, no, it's actually a good deal, and she's like, yes,
Yes, it went well.
I made a
I
good
love how
decision.
Reggie and Eris. Oh, Eris, I'm gonna seal this to Valerie just so she gets mad, he gets out of the way. Reggie, I'm if I had popcorn, I'd be eating this shit right now. This is gonna be funny as fuck. And then
How this is gonna go,
Valerie,
but I wanna
Valerie.
watch.
Oh, okay. I mean, why didn't I get this? Like, fuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like when Valerie first was like, "This isn't bad," Eris and Reggie were just like, "What?"
Cool.
Valerie doesn't hate one of our plans for once.
I know, right?
The level of
Valerie's like,
confusion, I'm pretty
it's
sure
a
they
little-
experienced.
It's
They
a
were like,
little
"Oh."
suspect, but it's a good deal.
Yeah, that's what Eris was like. There's
It's a good deal.
variables, but, like, I don't know if I'm gonna get much better of a deal than this.
Yeah, that's it. Valerie is literally thinking the same thing, and it's like, this is probably the best you could have done. Well done.
Hey,
I just
I'm the-
love that.
I'm the child of 2 people with a +7 charisma, or whatever higher. So,
Hey,
I have to have some
Valerie-
training and deals.
Valerie is the child of insert stat here, insert stat here.
True. -2
All of
and
the above.
-3.
Well, considering that, I believe it is probably best for us to,
Party.
words.
Party.
Words.
Party.
Valerie is noticeably
Does Rika have
stammering
any,
over her
like-
fucking words.
Does Rika have any, like, if and when Eris tells Rika, does she have any, like, actual opinions on this, or it's just like, okay, cool.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. He's pretty
So
drunk at this
do we
point.
have to act that one out? Because I feel like Reggie was the easiest one to take it. So that's why I started with him. And then I felt like Rico wouldn't have that strong of an opinion on it.
Yeah, I could very go with the flow.
Rico's pretty chill.
She's already pretty
Okay.
drunk at
Fair enough. Then I
I also say
fear,
Renara whenever like the wizards leave and she's no longer like having fun with wizards.
yeah. And now I got that preoccupation.
Oh,
You said Jordan was here,
That's-
right?
that's a strong item. Yes, he is. But
I'll take
I
it.
want to do something else.
Oh,
You can't. You can't attune to the item. Sorry,
Aw.
requires attunement by a paladin.
Um,
It
I'll
just
just take
one of
four
the
levels
item's
of-
abilities
paladin level.
is. It's just one of the item's abilities. When you use Divine Smite with this weapon, the extra radiant damage is not rolled. Instead, you deal the maximum amount of damage.
Oh,
Killed by
Hell
the-
no!
Oh yeah, and any creature killed by this weapon when you use this attack is cut in half and cannot be brought back to life by any spell other than a true resurrection or a
oh
wish.
my god.
Is this a lightsaber?
So
Oh.
Tom, what I'm hearing is I need to take one level in Paladin right now.
2 levels of paladin.
I guess technically yes, Brian, because the next feature is if the target of this attack is a non-magical object that is no larger than 10 feet in any direction, the object is cut in half and immediately destroyed.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
a
a lightsaber.
lightsaber.
It's a fucking lightsaber.
Yeah, there's another one that was even more of a lightsaber, where it's literally you can cut through any material. It just takes a minute per foot of movement or per foot of like object.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
that's
Hey guys,
slow.
hey guys,
nasty.
all 10
I mean,
minutes,
you were-
I'll make you a doorway.
no say, but yeah, but also like, hey, adamantine. Zoom. And it's like that's kind of nasty.
It's scary.
So, I'm going to cut away. As I am going back to Inara for a second,
Base.
Wizard time.
as there is an individual that wanted to talk to you.
Oh. Okay.
As Nim will approach you.
Let me put my
Oh.
sketchbook away.
Not kid.
Miss Nim.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing all that dumb. I just realized what you said. I'm not doing all that. Yeah.
Miss Nim.
She can. I don't know what I'm doing, but she can approach.
You may approach.
She'll kind of
You're
bring
allowed to
Inara the
approach.
side. She'll bring Inara to the side. Just gonna go. There was another reason we came here.
And is
It is directly related to why Helenica and I are here at this party. We request the possibility of aid.
Aid?
We are originally here to show the strength of the Legion. And we were prepared for any of our opponents, as far as we knew. But given the restructuring that happened, things did not exactly go as planned.
so. I will have to preface that it severely. Our involvement, I'm assuming you want my party involved. It severely depends on what you're asking for. We have one very, very biased party member,
Fuck you!
and the rest
Yeah.
need to follow.
We understand. We would like to ask for you and your group to one day visit, well, Legion. Not the city, but the person.
I beg your motherfucking
Valerie can go on
The
vacation.
more, yeah,
for
the
a
more
week.
she like starts talking, the more Inara's face just like kind of starts going.
This
Ooh.
this can be done
What happened?
at a neutral. She said this can be done
Uh-huh.
at a neutral ground established by a third party. We know that one of your group lives up in the peaks.
Peak
We
time.
could meet you there, or we could potentially meet you at a city in either Kestia or in Verg. He just wishes to speak with you directly. And though he could simply speak through others, he remembers the value of what people would generally coin a face-to-face communication.
I'm going to have to stop you right there. And I'm going to, and as much as I do wish to meet with Legion and, speak with him, it is best, most likely, that this meeting be, as others would coin it, a virtual meeting. If any.
Get us on Zoom.
In that case,
Not gonna lie, Eris would
Yeah,
love to
that-
do Legion too. So bad.
we
The
could do that
problem is you're
tonight.
not. You're speaking to the right person who would say yes. You're speaking to the wrong person who does not have sway.
I believe that we could offer a bit of help if she needs it.
That's arguably worse. She would not take it.
I
Never in a million years.
disagree.
It's
Did you hear her voice change?
It's Legion.
As the light in her eyes shifts. And you hear, I've been around very long. I know things. Languages. Ciphers.
Again, I will have to stop you here. It's not a matter of what
As-
you know. It's a matter of what you are. I can try.
I see.
I can try my best to mediate, but I cannot guarantee anything.
The light is going to change back, and you see her sort of slump for a second.
And Ara will try to catch her if she needs it, but like steady her.
It's
Forget that Inara has the best reflexes in the party right now.
this is okay. It's okay. I am
Here's the
merely.
silver one.
It is a bit draining to act as a conduit sometimes.
I'm so sorry.
It is not without its merits. My soul is not tied to a phylactery, for instance.
How interesting. Does he sustain you?
Yes. Him and another. We have backing that even Pharasma would worry about. Though one individual needn't to care about this backing.
I wish I could help you. I really do. If I could meet with Legion alone, that would probably be ideal, but I know you're not seeking for just my help. So there's... I hate to tell you, but my hands are tied.
I see. This is unfortunate.
I'm sorry. I'm not the loudest voice
Yeah.
of the group.
You are I will still offer you the ability to copy any spells you might need from my repertoire.
Keep your spells. It's okay. I just
I
wanted to.
cannot be seen directly helping you, but your enemy is possibly the greatest danger to my kind on this planet.
I know, and I would never ask for your help. It's blatantly putting a target on your back.
Hence why I can only offer you these spells. I wish to help, but I cannot be seen helping you if we do not get any aid in return.
Do you know what your master is asking for? Like, actually, what he's asking for? Not just the meeting.
I know of broad strokes, especially now.
I would love to be able to circumvent this.
He wishes
conflict.
for. There are a few situations in which y'all can aid. He needs either a safe spot to store himself, as if he survives, so do many of the others. If he does that, though, there needs to be an additional safe location for those who are not directly attached to him.
Have you
But
tried contacting the headmaster of Racial
the headmaster is not exactly open to refugees going to his school.
No, but. And she'll kind of like look around and then like drop her voice even a little lower and go, but between you and me, we've been trying to work out a deal with him for a while now to procure his aid.
If he attempts to work out a deal with you,
I could offer
that means that he views you as worthy.
Exactly.
He has made no such overtures to us, and we do visit his school once in a while.
I can try to add in a bit of a clause to that deal.
If you believe you can.
I'll try. Unfortunately, much like our meeting with Legion would be shot down, a lot of the meeting and deals that have been proposed with the headmaster have also been not taken lightly. So,
Well, that's
I'm
unfortunate.
trying, but
And an alternate function, I should say. Your allies seeks their help with a couple of projects.
Huh? Who's saying what? Our
Project.
allies seek their help with the
No.
Who is they?
Legion is
Oh,
help.
okay. I was like, what?
He wishes anyone with extensive knowledge of the radiant arts, or anyone of a pyrokinetic nature, to aid him in developing a shielding developed specifically to combat against those tendencies.
If you'd like I said, much like you can't be seen helping me directly, it's probably best vice versa. But if you'd like, I will allow you to actually here. And like Inara will like kind of pull out the spell scroll, a spell scroll I imagine of Radiant Bane, because she did make spell scrolls previously to like give around if you needed to. Take it. It's my shield spell, and I imagine you could start with something. It's a start.
Useful, I suppose.
But if you need my help,
It is not a you thing.
you could always ask. I already forgot his name. What's his name? Solaris? Solarin? The guy, the other wizard guy?
Solon, I think I named him.
Solon, yeah. You could always ask Solon. He seems quite versed in the radiant arts.
Yes.
And And as
That
for
it was another I was
kinetic,
likely.
the only one I can think of with magical capabilities such as that is the people from my father's island.
They are of the fire, they are not. Yes.
You could ask Blaze of Elemental Aegis, but he seems
Our
he's more of the
next,
sorceress variety.
given that our next stop isn't anyone of lower power, I believe my master is attempting to make overtures towards those that scorned him long ago.
If you need help getting in with the Archons, I could probably ask Alaric. Archon.
Alaric is our goal, as well as Ren. Those two
Well,
may be able to come up with something.
you have my spell scroll. Here. And Inara will, on the back, kind of scribble in a please help them. Inara's asking with a little heart, and kind of just scroll it on the back of the spell scroll and go, listen, I don't have too much sway over them, but they like me, so it might help that I am also.
We'll figure something out. We merely need to protect ourselves.
I know.
There is one individual who is safe among us, but he is still in danger from the fire aspect. Hence, both.
I do wish I could help more.
It is okay.
Listen, if you do need anything, and if I can help in specific, don't hesitate to call me, okay? I've got teleport now. Could probably show it.
Meeting is not amenable. I believe this will likely be the last time we see each other.
Can always. My sending is open, so if you ever do need me, just anything.
Yeah.
If you need anything from me, I don't have to tell my party that it's specifically from your master, but if I can and it aligns with what we're doing, I can probably negotiate or navigate something.
I see.
She said my DMs are open.
It's okay.
Slide in big.
It is understandable. The followers of Pharasma are a bit uncompromising at times.
Just me. I'm aware of that.
Dan.
Anyways,
I feel
thank
bad.
you for your time.
Thanks for coming anyway.
She will head back.
With you.
She'll head back to the other wizards. She's not leaving yet.
Oh yeah, Inara's just telling her like a personal like thanks, and it was fun fighting with you.
Man, now I feel like a dick.
It's okay.
To be fair, they are absolutely the most vulnerable to this man's.
Yeah.
No, see, here's the fucked up thing. Here's the very, very fucked up thing. If you told Valerie this, she would 100% agree to do it. The reasoning for it is that she 100% can blackmail Legion.
He can't trust her not to have nefarious purposes in this case, so it's better just to say no.
Am I wrong though? I could totally blackmail Legion.
It'd be funny.
Yeah, they're, the other. Yeah, even the one who is essentially immune to radiant damage is not immune to fire. So. As anyone who played my little Underdisy one would know.
Indeed.
Just for funny's sake, what element am I today?
Inara
Oh, yeah.
will probably scroll a note in her spellbook if she has it. If somebody else has it, maybe not. But
Necrotic today.
so I need to remind myself to research that thing, that stuff.
Yes. There are more, but yeah, the wizards kind of do their thing.
The wizards.
Yeah.
Everyone else is doing their own
The
thing.
wizards.
I want to try out more of my new museum apparatus, my graft, but I cannot, alas.
You
I want
can.
to try out
No,
my
I
new.
promised Valerie, and I already fucked up once.
Uh,
Remember, I rolled a 2
It'd be
on my
funny.
wisdom save, and so she did cast from the thing.
Right.
I want to try my new thing that I got from the gods, but Dom hasn't given it to me yet, and I don't want to put him on the spot. And number 2,
I will say you get it on a long rest, so
okay. Also, number 2, I don't want to reveal it to like the populace yet.
very fair.
I'm not doing mine because I can only use it. Well, I could only use it once.
Is it just going to be a one-time thing you can
Okay.
use?
It's like if I use it, there's a chance I lose it.
Oh, it's like a wish. Okay.
Yeah, but higher
That's
chance I
actually
keep
kinda
it than a wish. Wait, no,
A wish
less
is,
of a chance I keep it than a wish.
Is it a 50-50?
Yeah.
Ooh. To be fair, based off of the little snippets I've heard, worth.
Worth for
I
real.
imagine the rest of the party kind of just parties.
You party?
Oh, yeah.
Reggie, I'm fully expecting you to
Yeah.
one-shot one of the bosses.
But I'm not gonna use it until after arc.
Oh yeah, I'm partying on.
Oh yeah. Oh, I wanted to. Reggie would have said to Jordan, because he's there, right? Yeah.
Oh, I have something important.
Because I remember Reggie asked Jordan to keep an eye on his parents, but he would go up to Jordan and be like, "Hey, you don't have to worry about him anymore. I got it."
That
Each
reminds
gonna
me,
go,
I have to go
uh,
talk to
So, I can in my head talk to simple ideas to Inara.
That was motions.
It's like what Sparks
It
did.
is
Which was, like,
emotions
simple
and
ideas.
simple ideas,
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
Let me check
What do you
to
send?
be sure. It's communicate simple emotions and ideas.
You should get a concept over.
Basically, the simple thing is, hey, you helped my family. You wanna rub it in my dad's face, or he's right here.
I will note it is nowhere near full telepathy, so you cannot get that much across.
There.
But
Let's prank my dad, basically.
It's just my dad.
It is a
Hey, wanna
it's
prank my
basically you
dad?
get the sense of gloating, a parental figure, and protection.
Inara, at some point in the, I guess a little bit after you do send this, Sparks comes up
Honestly,
to Eris.
it could just be across the room and it'd be like the simple emotion of, hey, look at me. And then she
Yeah.
makes eye contact, she points at her dad and goes,
Yeah, at some point, like a little bit after that, Sparks will kind of come up to Eris and like tug her on the dress and be like,
yes.
and he'll like whisper in your ear, kind of a stage whisper, but not really. But he'll be like,
Oh.
Mama told me to tell you
Mhm.
that she's not
Mhm.
actually gonna do that.
Oh, well, then I will.
Just
And she,
tell
I'm
him.
just kidding. I'm
Oh,
just
she
kidding.
said, and I have to quote this one. She said to just tell him that he's safe, and that's all he needs to know. With a thumbs up.
How deliciously sketchy.
You're safe now, Mr. President.
exactly.
Okay, and she's gonna pick up Sparks and carry him with. She goes over to her dad.
Yeah, Sparks is over here like,
Repeat.
Why? What? What? Hey, Dad.
Yes.
Remember our little druid problem?
He gets a lot more serious. What about it?
It's solved. Permanently.
They're dead now.
Permanently crazy.
It's solved temporarily, okay. You killed the
Permanently.
guy.
Nope.
It's never solved permanently.
The idea of the ritual is gone,
It will come back.
and it'll be eliminated again.
Yes, that's exactly how that usually goes.
Dad. You know who can eliminate
Forever.
ideas as they come back permanently, indefinitely? Undying beings.
Correct. Usually it is our task to enlist mortals.
I have been sworn to relative secrecy. But
Sparks will go over
part
and
of-
will turn around. He'll like wiggle and turn around and be like,
I didn't say that. You can tell him if you want.
That's
I'm
it.
doing. I'm trying.
He does
to
the owl head turn.
no, he
We-
like is wiggling to like keep turning around. He's like,
Basically, well, we for winning the tournament got to ask favors from the gods of combat, and one of us asked for the favor of eliminating the idea for the ritual for the Zuth for all generations.
That-
So we're safe now.
Is that possible?
Is that possible?
Mama said so.
Well, they said it is kind of invasive, but it's better
Yeah,
than
when
you know
I'm
them
at
all
time.
having to die. I think so.
I'm unsure if I like the idea of deities tinkering with the minds of mortals. I guess
I'm not sure if I either, but I also do agree that it's probably still better than them dying.
Very fair. This
Because
is
now they
very
get
true.
to live their lives, and we
Though,
don't have to worry about
If the
worrying
mortals
about
should
living
have
yours.
such an idea, maybe they should be dead anyways.
Can you just appreciate what my mama did for you? Gosh.
I fucking love
If she would have made a deal to kill kill any mortal that would.
Hey guys, now you know why Eris is such a hard head.
Yeah, I know.
To be fair, some gold dragons are very uncompromising in that belief.
Yeah, just like, hey man, gold dragons are the paladins of fucking dragons, bro.
The only
Yuri-
eclipsed by Mercury dragon.
Yeah, pretty much.
The only reason Eris isn't full on tryhard like that bad is because her mom.
And does he harm anyone who has like the fleeting thought of it? Or just
I'm gonna be
anyone who
completely honest. We
plans?
didn't ask for the dirty details.
No,
But
Godman
he
said
did-
that it is gonna hurt. Because it's not like.
Well, Godman said that it isn't very pleasant.
Yeah.
But
Yes, but I was asking for what level of discretion.
I think it's their dream of it. I don't know.
It'll be fine.
It's like
I
idea
suppose.
murdered,
I
but like just the idea, not the person.
I like to imagine that Eris is doing this just with Sparks like in her hands.
Yeah, idea.
He's like, whoa,
murdered.
whoa.
No, I imagine, especially if she does it more aggressive. He wee.
Wait. Question. I didn't think about this. If we have to hunt down the guy who's trying to do the ritual by
Yeah.
killing a bunch of Fae,
Yeah.
is he doing that anymore?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did
Is
think
he-
he
is he-
was.
Yeah.
Huh?
They
He's
go.
currently.
It's everybody. Basically, like we take care of him, and then they take care of everyone going forward.
Oh, was it
They
that?
did say that he is currently in another god's domain. Another
so
deity
they
being.
can't really-
Oh, gotcha. So we still have to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes. She's still in a ship.
Correction. It's almost solved. We still have to get one guy. So we have a trip planned to the Feywild sometime soon, but currently,
Okay.
oh my gosh, what is Fey Queen's name again? Tatiana?
Tit Anya.
Tatiana's
Titty,
great.
Titty Anya, I think. Like,
Tatiana.
Idiot.
That sounds
Sparks
right.
like
Yeah,
reaches around
that
to
one.
try and poke her
She's-
like Eris's
she's-
titty.
I think like titanium.
Hey. I know you like them, but like, I know they're not as
like
big as
Titty
Inara's, but it's
Anya,
fine.
That's her name.
You just because they're not as
Anyways,
big as
I
Inara's doesn't mean you have to
suppose
poke
I was
them.
maybe slightly, perhaps without all of the information to make an informed decision. Very explicitly not saying he was wrong.
Eris?
I
the bond?
love this bastard.
Through the bond, Inara's gonna feel a questionable, gloating feeling. Of like I think I won.
I think that one's a very simple little statement. Yeah, I think I won.
He's like the wary, but like, I think we did it. Well, she's made the time pass really slow there, So we're gonna have to warn her before we try and get rid of her problem, lest we stay in there on accident for 3 months. Anyways, oh, I was just gonna whisper over to him. I wanted to tell you and Mom before we did it that we plan on going to a weird time zone, so things could happen where we could be gone minutes, hours, days. So if you don't hear from me, because I know Mom usually gets a message from me daily, if you don't hear from me for like an extended period of time, just know that it's because I'm in a weird time zone, and it's not because I'm dead.
See, I'll tell her.
Yeah, I'm gonna go tell her right now. I'm talking to you first because I wanted to tell you about the dragon thing because it doesn't
No, he
really
said I'll
affect
tell
her.
her.
But, I could tell her.
Oh, okay. Well,
I feel like if it's involving my personal health, I feel like I should probably tell her myself.
Stay safe. Don't allow your friends to get too big of a head.
I have the biggest head in the party. Don't worry.
Especially now that one
Literally,
of
you
them
got
thinks,
horns.
especially now that one of them thinks
I
very
love that it
incorrectly that she outsmarted a dragon.
I mean, I've outsmarted the dragon, although I know you let me, but
He's an
don't
arrogant.
think I don't know
He's
things.
an arrogant motherfucker.
She's like, I've outsmarted you, and don't tell, and I know you let me, but it still counts. Anyways, I'm gonna go tell Mom.
I see.
Tells Mom, because I don't want to take everyone's time. Tells Mom,
Yeah.
hey, I'm gonna be off the grid for a certain period of time.
She
Don't
gives
know how
you
long it's
the
gonna be.
basic just to stay safe.
Mhm.
Don't make any dumb decisions. Don't touch things you shouldn't. If you see a
But
big
what
red
if it's
button, leave it
pretty?
alone.
What's the red button do?
She shrugs. Said that she heard someone in the Federation say it.
Thanks, Mom. Important question for you, actually, Mom. I saw in the vaults, a big crown with a gem that looks a lot like the gem you have around your neck sometimes. It's a big ruby
Her
one.
face goes stone. Maybe sometime. Is the all she will kind of. Keep in mind, I'm not using her voice specifically because most of this she doesn't speak. She just gets the idea across in other ways.
She usually mostly only speaks to people that she can't magically manipulate. Unfortunately, Eris has an item that prevents that, which helps.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I
she still
imagine she
doesn't
doesn't
speak
speak in
often.
general. A lot of her intent is conveyed through body language, especially with her family. You know her well enough to be able to read a lot of what she says past her words.
She's also telepathic. But yeah, basically online she's like, I saw this. Does that sound familiar or something? I didn't know if there were multiple in the world.
You definitely get an impression of him that she knows what you're talking about, but she does say that maybe she'll tell you later.
Oh, okay. Reward for getting back safe, I understand. Okay, enjoy the party. I'm gonna talk to my friends again. Eris brings back Sparks.
Excuse you.
We almost
didn't
won,
want to be here.
but he's
He'll
too
walk
stubborn
away.
to admit that he lost.
You walk away.
I imagine like the moment like Eris puts him down, he's like,
Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go back to talking to Droplet now, and he just pads away.
Lovely.
It's like, okay, why'd you bring me to here? Like to her.
See you,
I can even to my mom. I want to go by myself.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck? I'm old enough now. I don't need
So
Oh,
to
gives
be
he.
anymore.
This is the look Sparks gives.
Oh no.
Not even Eris. He gives a Nara this look when she drops her off. Oh, where's it at?
I'm waiting for the post.
Yes!
It's only because she might be right next to Rel, and he gives that look to Rel. He's like, walks away.
Yeah.
Britt,
Okay.
why did you do that face so well? That's great.
I love that face so much. It's glorious.
You can tell Britt's an artist.
Brother,
Emotes down.
Bro.
he said, brother.
The
Inara will take her head out of the whoever's spellbook she has, and be like, "Oh, you didn't have to tell him. I mean,
I didn't tell him it was you.
no, but
Spark did.
of course he did. He looks for any loophole in any orders I give him, so fair enough. But
I mean, that's why I brought him. He was my loophole.
I suppose that's fair. But you really didn't have to tell him. He didn't need to know.
Well, I had to convey that he is safe, and then he was like, yeah, for like one generation. I was like, okay, I have to go in more specifics. And then it was like, it has to be a god, we got deals.
Realistically,
But I didn't want to
think
take
it would have been
credit.
a lot more fun to play the long game.
You know,
And
that's
to
honestly
realize in a
fair.
century or so that, oh, the cult hasn't come back. And it still hasn't come back in 2 or 3 or 4. So, but
There's a reason one of us practices arcane magic through intelligence, and one of us does arcane magic through pure willpower and amazingness.
yes.
You get the intelligence one.
Yes, and you are my little sorcerer, I suppose. But
I was actually okay. I have a deal to tell you about in a little bit, but I was this close to being one.
a sorcerer?
Basically,
Well, don't hurt Reggie's feelings now.
well, it's more like doing what you do and like whispers, "Take this spell," and then cast it from there. I was almost able to do that. Probably not on the same way, but instead, I have a. I'll tell you about it. How I got it later. But
You had a meeting with
I
Vivian.
can basically. Actually, I met Talion.
Probably in addition, yes, but
I met them both, and I took Talion deal. Do you want to hear about it now or later?
sure, lay it on me. And she'll like close the spell book and like hand it back to whatever wizard it was, and then like go usher Rel away and then pull Eris into a corner.
Okay. So do we agree we need to destroy the ritual to chain a god? Once we get rid of the
Sure.
Holy One.
Yes, we agreed to do that.
Because we don't want it to exist anymore, right?
Sure.
Because chaining god is bad.
Sure.
so-
yes. I agree with you
Talion?
on chaining a god is bad.
Talion gave me some magical resistance, and in
That's kinda
return,
right.
we give him the ritual to chain a god to destroy. That is the whole deal.
And you didn't once think that it was oddly suspicious that Valian was there too in your meeting?
Well, Valiant gave me a different deal.
Yes, but you didn't think that it might be odd that he was also there to listen to his brother's deal when the rest of us have been meeting with them one-on-one?
You've all been meeting him one-on-one.
Yes.
I feel like I wasn't privy to that information until just now.
Well, now you are, and so now the
Oops.
suspicion should start to sink in that one of the dubious of the two might try to get their hands on the ritual and. You see
I
where
mean-
I'm going?
Considering he wasn't technically involved in the deal, he was just a witness. If he did try to do that, I feel like he could have anyways.
Very true. However, the problem with that is now it's very, very obvious where the ritual's going. Versus before, we probably had to do some jumping through hoops to find out where it would be going. Do you feel my drift? Are you catching my spark?
I do agree that there were risks with it, but I felt like the benefits outweighed the risks because I don't think we can destroy a ritual like that. And I feel like it needs to be.
Yes. However, I believe there are other ways to contain it without almost directly giving it to a god that is a god killer.
And it's a god killer. Looks at DM.
Yes.
Who?
Valian.
Talion.
No, Valian's the
Talion or
god killer.
Val-
That's why Inara said almost directly.
Valian's a god killer.
I mean, giving it to Talion is not giving it to Valian.
No, Inara's insinuating that since he sat in, that doesn't mean that later when we try to give it to him, he doesn't just yoink it.
They are in opposition.
Yeah.
They are yin yang forces.
That's the point. Like, you think he's not going to just try
I
to
don't-
yoink it?
I don't think he can directly interfere like that as a god. Otherwise, they'd have done a lot of things to us by now.
See, but the thing is, those two are quite interconnected, so it's kind of like, where does the limit stop with how much those two can interact in each other's affairs, you know? They are twins.
I mean, I don't know.
And I'm not saying that your deal was not good, whatever it was, because Talion is objectively the better of the two. I'm just saying I would be wary now because of giving it to one god who is twins with another devious god.
I mean,
You know,
worst case scenario,
we kill another
You
god.
can use it as
Talion,
conversation.
Talion has given his word to the point that he says he will destroy it or he will die trying. So, if Valiant does get control of it, there will probably be a war of the
He
gods.
will die if he does die trying. You do realize that blatantly puts your father back in danger.
I believe it was Valiant actually who made the deal to Heart. Dom, am I wrong?
Valiant
it
is the
Valiant?
one that's going
Valiant's
to
the one
deal
who
with the
did
cult.
the deal
No,
with the
it's
cult.
Talion because he's cutting the memories out versus an art.
Is in fact cutting the memories out. It's Taylor.
Yeah, it's Talion. That's what.
Oh, it's
Oh, I thought
Valiant?
it was. I
No,
thought it was
originally
Valiant.
I proposed the idea to Valian because he has that whole ability with time and all that. But then the more we talked about it, the more it was we decided it was better that
Oh,
Talion
wait, Valian was
cut the
worse.
memories out.
That's right.
It's also because I believe I said it in Touchdown or Orange Order. Valiant cannot absorb memories.
Yeah, and Talion just kind of
Gotcha.
That way, not that
deletes them.
Gotcha.
Anyways, shoot Dom.
Oops.
Music goes crazy for this conversation.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you not
Oh,
hear
I've
the
had
one with Father Nathaniel with this
Wait.
music?
Yeah.
To be totally honest,
This
So
whole
much
session
fun.
has
I had
been
it
like
turned off.
slightly serious.
I
The
love it.
time
It's just-
stopped, so I turned off the music and I haven't put it back on the entire
yes.
session.
It's
Oops.
so funny.
It's funny. But yeah,
Yes.
So
To be completely honest
forget
with
where
you,
we were at. Oh yeah.
This is the
right.
unfortunate part where I don't have the wizard to consult while I'm making the deal.
I know. I'm just.
And that would
saying-
probably have been helpful, but I don't blame anyone because you couldn't have helped.
No, I know, and I'm not saying. Like I said, I'm not saying that your deal is bad. I'm just saying that there are unintended side effects that could
Mhm.
be as a result of this deal that I think you should consider. Too late now, I suppose, but
Well,
still
we
consider
can
it.
make contingencies for the future.
Yes, that is where I'm going.
And
So,
you're very smart, so I trust you to help me with that.
oh, so sack me with all your problems.
I said help, not to do it for me.
I don't know.
But yes, I'm gonna sack you with all my problems.
Toxic friendship. Jeez.
I help you with yours. The amount of times I've had to get you out of the stomach of a beast is once, but that's one more time than I expected.
It was once. I mean,
You were
how
also
many
shot
times
by
do
an
you-
arrow
how,
and
how
knocked
long
down.
have we been traveling now? It's been once in the span of like almost a year. I'd say
Something
that's
like
a pretty good record.
Honestly, I'm kind of getting impressed. Considering that you're a wizard, your survivability is a lot higher than most wizards.
That's because my mother taught me how to use a sword when I was actually before I could use magic.
Me too. I'm still waiting for the magic part.
Yeah, I don't know if that's ever gonna kick in at this point.
Mm, to clarify, oops, Toby.
I love that.
To clarify, Valiant did. Valiant was going to give me an augment to my weapon to where I could absorb spells and cast them later. So I was this close to being a spellcaster, but I said no to Valiant.
You want your artifact weapon?
He was going to give
The one that
materials to enhance it. He
Okay.
wasn't going to affect it entirely.
Okay.
He made it very clear that it would not directly affect the weapon as to not anger the gods.
okay.
Yes, that is why I was skeptical.
Yeah, I was also skeptical. See, I'm learning from you.
Good, as you should. I believe some, skepticism is healthy.
Whenever I get it, though, what I got from Talion was the ability to kind of split spells, like cut them, and then return the caster. It's cast on me. So basically, I can reflect spells. I haven't gotten the effects yet. I think I probably have to sleep on it. But do you want to test it out at some point?
Sure.
What if you cast it, and then I reflect it, and then you absorb it?
I could.
What happens then?
It just becomes a spell that I could cast again.
But that means it's in your pocket, and it's not actively out of your spell slots for the next day.
I suppose it doesn't drain my energy for the next day, but if...
The hell was that?
Dom, we're creating a spell particle accelerator.
I feel like that is not something I would do anyways. Just purely for the fact that we already have Rika, who's strong enough, and I don't think we need a wizard with duplicate copies of all of her spells.
Better idea. I try and make fun of Reggie enough to where he tries to cast Hold Person on me, and then I cast Hold Person on him in return.
I fear if you annoy him too much, he'll just vortex warp you outside.
I was supposed to say.
And then I reverse the vortex.
Okay. There's been a fundamental misunderstanding here. Valian isn't fucking with the item.
No one said he was. We
No,
we moved way
He
past
said
that.
he wasn't. No, we're on Tailing right now.
Yeah, but like that was a fundamental misunderstanding. Eris kept seeming to be making.
No. Eris said
It was like no matter what weapon you touch, you can do this.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it was going to be a feature of Eris, not a feature of the item.
I see.
That's sick.
Well,
You know, maybe I should have taken Valiance. It was a lot worse of a deal, but I should have done it anyways.
Yes.
I feel like if you annoy Reggie enough, A, he would either walk away himself, or B, you would get teleported outside, or wherever he decides to put you. I feel like he knows better than to cast Hold Person.
You know what upsets me? Why are our spellcasters so strong?
Oh, banishment? That would be a fun option.
Two of them are
Put
directly
Eris in a
connected to
minute-long
gods.
timeout.
So there's that.
I mean, I have power from the god, but I can't cast spells.
Well, yes, but one directly draws her magic from a god and an an outer planar being, a great old one, if you will, and the other one draws his power from, I don't know, I still don't quite fully understand Regulus's situation, but it's something. He talks to his arm a lot, so.
Mine just makes
Yeah, what's going on? It's like a phone.
I don't know. My connection to my god, it just kind of makes me extremely difficult to kill.
Guys, you want to know the
Hey, that's something you have above Reggie.
That is the power of a dead god and a death god for you, I suppose.
What the fuck? Sorry.
I guess if I have the god of dragons, and dragons are known to be hard to kill, I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. So.
You alright?
That would in turn, talk of how.
I can't wait till we make this shield. I'm sorry for taking your time. You should probably go get some more spells.
Oh, you're fine. I'm not actually really collecting anymore. Like, I'm just looking at spell arrays. I just want to see what goes
If
through
you
people's heads.
ever want prismatic spray, that's the one that I can cast. So
I know.
I can let you borrow it.
You could. I can also cast it now myself, really. But
I'm just saying for free for you.
if you ever want to. But it's not like any of us either really use it in battle. So
That's fair. I just happen to think that your spells are a little harder. They hit a little harder than mine.
they do, but not really by a significant margin in terms of prismatic spray. I feel like.
What's your DC?
I don't know, 22? No.
22 versus an 18.
Yeah, 22 with the
22 versus an 18. That's a big
Yeah, but
difference.
she's talking about like in terms of prismatic spray. She's like,
It doesn't do more damage.
Prismatic spray is a DC though.
yeah, but it's like how much more useful is prismatic spray with its randomness effect? Yeah, count me out.
Yeah,
A
I'm
free
not a fan of
7th
random
level.
effects either.
Yeah.
No, that's so fair. I'm just saying free 7th level.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh crap, I'm running out of spell slots.
I mean,
Boom.
I have been collecting probably some. I mean, I've been meaning to talk to Tiberian to collect one of his spells, but you know.
Bro, this whistle's going crazy.
Well, I
Half
haven't
the
been,
party just jammed.
I haven't been accessing. I've been changing Tiberian's spell list through
Oh,
this
well, you
session.
gotta send me his new one.
Mm-hmm.
Give me spell stomp.
Also, Nim, I did want to.
Okay, actually though, that's kind of cracked that you're having a wizard party, because now you're just like, how much money do I have? Because that's how many spells I have now.
Well, oh, speaking of how much money do I have, how much did Tiberian give me in ink and paper?
Ooh.
Because you never told me a gold amount.
Solid 5k.
Damn!
His family's rich as fuck.
So is mine. Oh, well, mine cut me off. Never mind.
So you're
Yeah.
cut off.
I took away your Platinum Express America card or whatever.
Yeah, your Platinum Express
My American
credit
Express
card.
Platinum card.
Yeah, I got
My-
it fine.
My family is also stacked. I have a diamond level adventurer.
Dang,
And a
and
gold
Nara should be
dragon.
chatting Tiberian up
That's
even more.
old as fuck to assume that gold
Actually,
dragon
you
will
know
spend his
what?
money.
You're so right. Nara needs to start milking Rel for more money.
You forget the things that are of massive value are the
Pause.
main things gold dragons love to keep.
Yes, I do need to start milking Rel for more money.
You just end the sentence a little bit earlier.
Oh,
Well, not that Eris knows, but her mom was queen for 200 years, so I'm sure she has a portion of this royal treasury from back then.
I don't know if she would have kept it.
Anyways.
She would have kept her own salary, not the royal treasury.
So, thank you for telling me about your deal, but
Mhm.
I think some of the wizards are up for sparring if you do want to try it still.
That's so.
Oh, I don't feel the effects yet, so I think he's got like a turnaround.
No, but I just meant sparring in general.
Oh, I'm down to try.
I think it would be fun.
They'll probably kick my butt because they're just gonna banish me, but I could try.
Well, maybe. I don't know if that's
Mm-hmm.
we've sort of had an unspoken rule where double counter spells and instant spells or instantly killing spells are quite
There.
boring.
Eris is going to look over and go, hey, does anyone want to have a crack with me without a cleric? Without a healer?
Without a healer is a little excessive.
Tiberian. I said Tiberian actually absolutely step up.
Tiberian's like,
You guys
I
fucking
couldn't
go.
kill you because of Valerie, you fucking asshole!
No, more like I couldn't kill you because the big ass AOE. You piece of
If
shit.
Tiberian steps up and Nara steps back and goes, I will not be casting anything.
I don't need it.
Tiberian
Alright,
would be
Eris
angry.
was fighting Tiberian.
Oh, yeah.
He would absolutely. You know what the funniest part about that is? He'd be fighting Eris in legitimate melee range.
Oh, yeah.
Tiberian's
In order to keep
crap.
her word,
I forget what
Rel
class he
keep
is.
her occupied.
Wizard.
He's like, but what kind?
Kind
of a
that's
blade
not.
singer, but not really.
Yeah,
Oh, it was like the augmentation type of thing.
sort of. Yeah, he augments his physicals.
Nice.
Yes.
I don't know. Raging Barbarian with 183 hit points. You decide who wins that.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
At some point, after their spar, Nara just casts heal.
Huh.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She only fucked up once, and it was just using the Mizium apparatus normally, not.
Oh, man.
Don't you motherfucking...
It is
that.
quite literally
Well,
my
here's
Mizium
the question.
apparatus.
Eris,
now. I
how
can't
reliably
not
can you hit
use it.
30 AC?
How what?
How reliably can you hit 30 AC?
God damn.
30 AC. Damn. Well, I have to roll an 18.
Does,
18 with
so long?
advantage?
I wanna know.
Uh,
I wanna look at his shit.
So long.
Yeah,
I don't even looked up his shit. If I'm being honest with you.
Oh, okay.
He's got a lot. He's got a lot of light-based spells, obviously.
Christian, you have a 27% chance of hitting him.
A 1/4 chance of hitting him per.
Not bad. That's not bad.
Hold on, and what's her name?
He only
Specifically
does...
27.75, so it's closer to
Save
28.
Lady
Ooh.
Ileana. I don't know what she has too.
Which one?
Ileana.
Oh!
I know what they got.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make... I've been planning to make, more
It's okay.
stuff.
Oof.
I've been very busy
It's okay.
this
It is
past
that.
couple weeks,
That's okay, Don.
But yeah,
unfortunately.
I imagine Inara will. How much room do I have in my tattoo to eat spells?
And he only does... 68.
Oh,
a-
I
a
have
hit.
prismatic spray already, but I have
Yeah.
six levels of spells I can.
I think I did the math at one point. Eris does roughly
Dang. Can't
Like-
eat her heart stop.
23 per hit.
You know what I will?
No, actually,
probably
if she's raising
for
27,
amplify damage.
something like that.
Oh
Hold on.
wait, it's not one of your spells.
Wait,
What's your spell? Is Breath of Life?
He does 39 per hit, on
Uh,
average.
Breath of
Is
Life?
If his
No.
breath is Aladio's Breath of Life 9th level?
Aladier's not a 9th level caster, no.
What's your spell is Breath of Life?
I think 8th?
Probably 8th.
If does it have material components?
I would
Motherfucker,
say-
are you getting
Can I
Breath
burn
of
Revivify
Life
away
before
out of
I
my
do?
spell, out of my tattoo, and get Breath of Life?
I would say technically, no.
Oh wait, I forgot. That's the one that kills him, huh?
It is the one that kills
Never
him.
mind.
No, wait, no.
It's
That's
not?
a different one. That's a
Yeah.
different one. You're right. Breath of Life
Breath
is
of-
a different one.
Yeah.
I thought Breath of Life was the one that kills you.
Breath of Life does take his HP.
Yeah.
It doesn't kill him. Also, it's not called Breath of Life. It's called Spark of Life.
Spark of
mind
Life.
you.
My bad. I don't remember.
Yeah,
what it's
'cause-
called.
Yeah.
Breath of
Life was the one he used when he was almost dead, where he's like, use my breath to heal my allies.
Not the one where he died.
Yeah, well, that was the one where he died. Yeah.
I did the
That's
math
Breath of
though.
Life.
29.
Spark of Life was the one where he almost killed himself by using it multiple times on someone.
Yeah.
Where normally people would only be able to use it once, and if they tried to use it a second time, it in fact would kill them. What is this idiot doing?
I don't know. He's crawling across the floor.
He's
Down.
exploding.
I'm totally gonna
29
do something
per.
stupid with Valerie. Take Spark of Life and use my Oracle Capstone to duplicate it.
Oh my god, you
look
might
like a
kill yourself.
worm.
29, Dom. And I
What
think Eris
Toby's
might
like,
win
"Would you still love me if I was a
specifically only because
worm?"
Wizards
No, I
have a
barely
low
love
hit
him as a
dice.
cat.
Wait, say it again? Christian?
Eris might win solely because Wizards have a low hit dice.
That's the issue.
Hey!
That's why I said the 30 AC.
Stop tearing up the carpet. We rent this
but I
place,
hit him
man.
Would
20.
absolutely, he'd be playing defensively as hell.
Mhm.
But yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
tempted to ask for Spark of Life.
Wait. Give me 1 sec.
But I do want to eat Amplify Damage if
I love how we're like looking up. Does
If-
Eris lose the 1v1?
It's very hard.
eat or get Amplify Damage actually from Nim, which I should have, but Inara already said no. Fuck. Never mind.
That would also... He also damages you each time you hit him, is the issue.
Nice.
I don't
What kind of damage is it? Just
Lightning.
lightning? Nice.
Yeah. It's like he shrouds his body in lightning. That's his whole thing. He's a storm mage. Like a
That's right.
very insane storm mage. Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
Storm mage.
I lied. Before I said no to Nim, can I
You're a
see
liar.
Amplify Damage?
Yes.
Guys, do I just pop the Storm Giant Strength just to win this?
Man.
You might have to. I forgot. Also, he has abilities that allow him to stun you.
He does, yes.
Oh wow.
But yeah.
DC isn't too crazy. It's only DC 20 dex save.
Oh, that's yeah, I have a +3 to Dex check saves, so
So he can win this. He has a chance.
There's a
probably wins it
chance.
then.
He has a chance until Inara silence.
He's got half your health, but there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Silvery barbs.
I was gonna say, yeah. He has
There's
a
no
chance until
chance.
Reggie and Inara start silent casting silvery barbs.
Don't
But
smash
you
it.
just looks at Inara and nods.
Okay,
It's solidarity.
okay, respectfully,
That's
Dom.
so fucked.
He dies to like the second crit that Eris hits, which she's constantly rolling with advantage. So
Hey, who said we're silvery barbsing Tiberian?
True.
That's fucked.
We gotta make this an even
We
fight.
have to make it an even fight.
It's just a fight. It's
He
not
also
against
has
Eris
silvery
and
barbs.
Tiberian, It's
For being
against
100%
Reggie and
fair.
Inara's silvery
That's
barbs.
crazy.
He does.
Do it
So
better.
yes, he does 39 points of damage with a cantrip, and he can silvery barbs every turn.
hey Dom, does he silvery barbs or cast shield?
He has the 30 AC without shield.
Oh,
So if he casts
God.
shield, you're not hitting
What?
him.
What
Oh.
the fuck?
He has a feature that allows him for 3 turns to allow him to add his int onto his re-add his int onto his thing as long as he stays perfectly not moving.
Re-add?
Well, he can hit, but he can't move.
So he's harder to hit than a Bladesinger.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
He gets less, but it is a full action for him to use that.
I want another-
Motherfucker can fight the Holy One.
AC.
Right?
Issue is,
That'd be crazy.
well, he can't fight the whole one, but
Could he
for multiple
fight
reasons there.
Rika?
But yeah, that's the issue.
That's
Is he
the
can use that a
question.
certain amount of times for
Probably
long
fight
rests.
Rika when she's
Yeah,
sober.
probably.
When she's drunk, I
Yeah.
hear he bodies her.
To be fair, he's only 30. He's also only 30
Yeah.
because of a very specific spell he
Rika
also
secretly
has.
has drunken
That is
master
basically a
monk.
better mage armor, which
She has to be
you
drunk enough.
absolutely gain access to his force armor.
Oh, force armor?
As this would be
Yeah.
his first time using this spell.
Yes.
Force armor is disgusting.
If Inara's in the vicinity of the spell, she just slurp.
Well, I'm saying because it's a spell that you can copy.
Oh, I know. But
It's just a better mage armor.
It's funnier to go slurp.
What is the spell slot for it?
It's first. Looks like.
What?
First, I'd probably make it second, honestly.
Fair enough.
But even then, what does it do?
It makes your AC 12 plus your spellcasting mod.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
That's broken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I said a
What's that on top?
better mage armor.
Hold on. What is that with my blade singing? Gotta think about that.
Very, very
Wow.
good.
What's double your int mod?
12.
I would
14
guys.
12.
Hexblade
I'm
with
a
that
+6.
spell existing is not useful anymore.
hexblade. What?
Why would you ever need medium armor if you have that spell?
You
To be
don't.
fair, that spell is a very niche spell, and the only reason that they all have it is because I believe one of them here would have it. Very likely a custom spell.
That's
I just have to
crazy.
figure out who would have it there.
Bro, we're just being fucking cracked out of our minds, bruh. Let's go.
So when Dom
Yeah.
beats us,
That
we
means
all,
Dom's
let's just
gonna
know
kill us. Let's
when
go.
Dom kills us, that
Casting-
means there's literally nothing we could have
If I
done.
casted that spell, it's worse than my AC right now. That would
Really?
make my AC 24. My AC currently is 25.
How
Because
would it
I
be
have
worse?
studded leather plus 2,
Oh,
which is 14.
you have
Oh
okay.
my
You have a plus
God.
5 deck.
5 decks. Plus,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, yeah, it's only
Okay,
because your
well,
dex.
okay.
That's only because your dex approaches parity with your int.
Yeah.
Most people don't have
Well,
that.
that's why I was like, oh, force armor is not actually that good for me. It's worse
Yeah.
Yeah.
than what I have.
It is a lesser. It's a lesser feature of the that specific feature of the robe of the Archmagi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if an
Funny.
RC's Tiberian cast it, she'd be like, huh, funny.
Funny.
I won't steal it, but it's
Oh, it's
funny.
not. It's not a lesser feature. I forgot.
I will.
I'd like to see you try. Sorcerer.
Try my best. Reggie sits down in a corner and starts making his own version.
Absolutely.
His
Yeah,
version
it is
can
very
just be that
powerful.
now.
I definitely would make it second level though. just because it is that strong.
Ah, yes.
I need Fade to Cake.
I want Fade to Cake so bad.
We need
I'm
Fade
not
to
gonna
Cake.
lie.
All
That's
of
actually
us.
kind
That
of
would be
insane.
a really high level
Actually,
spell,
I could
though.
absolutely see that being one that what's her
'Cause
name
it's
has.
an insta negate
Um,
of a net.
Nuri?
no.
Imagine?
Nuri sounds like the
Oh my
type
god,
to know.
Nuri has Fade to
Ileana has a similar one where she instead makes basically like a water copy.
Yeah, I imagine like a
That
It's a Shadow Clone Jutsu.
She really
Shadow
does
Clone
Shadow
Jutsu!
Yeah, she like basically you hit a copy of water instead of her.
Hey, yo!
So it's
Valor-
reflavored Fade Decay.
Nice.
Dom, Valerie gets that spell,
Fade to water.
and then just like if you hit the copy, you make a Wisdom save against Stygian water. Let's go,
Oh,
bitch!
I was gonna say,
I
Nara
guess.
makes the spell, and if you hit the copy, you have to make a save against being blinded.
Ah,
No. Just
Not
like you
that this is
hit.
optimal.
so jokes
like,
on you. Nerdy's version is actively probably much more dangerous because it probably
Nerdy's version
creates a
is
portal
she
that
summons-
redirects it back at you.
I was gonna say, Nuri's version is she just summons an Echo Knight.
No, I was just saying she probably just. Yes, fair enough. But
Yes.
yeah, no, she probably redirects it back at whoever throws it at
It
her.
is so suboptimal, but I want Inara to make a simulacrum of Eris as a bodyguard. It'd be kind of funny.
Maybe. I don't know if it.
We're like
Nara
20th level
has yet
20th
to
level
decide if
spellcasters
she
in
will
the party.
make simulacrums. So,
say, 20th level spellcasters in this party. With this treasure, I summoned Rika.
oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I was only saying Eris because Eris has the ridiculous amount of HP that it's like a simulacrum as a tank with 91 HP is still pretty decent.
I feel like honestly, Inara's most likely to use a simulacrum is to make one of Rel and have a threesome. Like that's like
That's so wild.
That'd be a really cold threesome.
like
True.
I don't see her using simulacrum for practical purposes. I fear.
That's funny.
You forget she can use it for other things too. She just
Yeah.
has to make a
Second.
simulacrum of one of her siblings and then conduct all of the science experiments she was going to have on them if they told her
will
no
do
when she was a
that
kid.
probably with her dad, just to see what simulacruming her
Wait,
fired
guys,
Nazi
guys,
dad is like.
Guys, what's her monk brother's name? I forget.
Sorcerous.
Can we have a Cerberus simulacrum on our team?
Oh my god.
That's broken as hell.
Yeah, see,
It would be pretty
I wanna
fucking
run
broken.
that is another thing she would do, is run an experiment to see what simulacrum, which is made of ice and snow, a fire genasi is like.
That's actually
Like,
so
what
funny.
does that do? Does it make a
It's
fire?
No. It makes what the fuck is it? The Shaquille O'Neal from icy hot. Yeah, it makes fucking
Icy
hot.
And they're just
That's hilarious.
it's constant sublimation. They melt in like 2 seconds.
Just made D&D Todoroki.
Oh yeah.
I will note I actually will have to if you ever want to use Cerberus for anything else, I will have to buff him.
Oh,
Because I forget that he is in fact a monk, and I did not give him Flurry of Blows.
That's funny.
You didn't give a monk for
Oops.
flurry of blows. I'm disappointed in you, Dom.
I didn't think he needed it.
I'm quite
I mean,
disappointed.
he didn't, but like, still.
I was like, I genuinely didn't think he needed it, man. When each of his hits does 4d12 damage,
I beg your fucking pardon.
Yeah, he does a lot of
2d12 plus
damage.
6 bludgeoning, 2d12 fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said he's a big motherfucker
Yeah.
beating the shit out of you.
You're so right.
I don't use character sheets for him. I use stat blocks for a very specific reason.
So right. Now I just need Inara to start simulacruming her family so she can start making, or like she can start
Science
running
experiments.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, bring her
That's
back to her
wild.
youth, Dom.
Ah, yes.
Make her cast Blink.
Make her cast blink and break her soul again.
All
Uh,
over
be funny.
again.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
And Brian, keep in mind that wasn't even.
Is it more
It's also got his
stable?
big punch thing that makes you vulnerable to fire.
You know, simulacrums don't have
Dom.
a soul, so probably.
Dom, does the simulacrum get half of her previous max HP?
It's not connected to her dad.
Let's look. That's probably an actual thing.
But anyways, what's for inspiration since it's hit 11?
Very true.
Man.
Indeed.
Eris.
Yeah.
I was thinking Iris too.
I didn't do
She did a
anything.
lot this session.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. There you go.
I signed away the rights
Honestly,
to the
cleanest
ritual,
inspiration vote we've
that
had.
I know, right?
I'm not gonna lie, Eris partially did it also so that no one in the party could ascend to a godhood.
Ugh.
Stole
I
yourself.
forgot that either way, Simulacrum and Inara is just a bad idea. They only get half your max HP.
I mean, that's